Cool.
I was. All right. Welcome back / welcome to our first episode as we work our way into the Rime of the Frostmaiden. We find ourselves sleeping off a night of fighting at the One-Eyed Jack's after spending
What was this for?
What was that called?
It's recording. Just
He's not-
ignore that.
He's not interrupting you at all. Just go.
After having
standing up.
been recommended from the why am I failing on his name? Serena, the One-Eyed Jacks, to go check out Lou's Down and Dirty Fighting Pits and take the fighting there. You guys had some great success at the fighting pits. Making a large amount of gold, with Alice taking the crown of the night. You guys prepared a passage on the hate tracker for the following day, and had secured a travel guide of Hertog, a half-orc, to take you from the prison of Revel's End down to Tourmaline. You guys you guys wake up in the morning and have the day to make any final preparations before you guys take off. Additionally, you guys Tehran did find out that the final resting place of Galander that he was looking for was not in Luskan, and they're not quite sure where his final resting place is. So, yeah,
That's unsettling.
so that's where we leave off. Is you guys wake up the next morning after a night in the fighting pits, and the day is yours. If there's anything you guys want to do, let me know. If you guys want to fast forward, we can fast forward to throughout the day and make our way onto the ship next.
We can fast forward, but I do go tell Hertog the name of the ship and what time it leaves.
I think we had talked about fast forwarding before we ended last game.
Yep.
Unless anybody came onto something suddenly.
We were all
Yep.
stitched up. It's all good.
But that was the only thing that I remembered that we forgot to do is just tell Hertog the name of the ship, what time it's.
We got our provisions loaded, sent to the ship, all that. So yeah, good.
Okay. Well, you guys, the day passes and you guys have a relatively calm day. Nikola drinks a little bit more than what he normally does, preparing to get back onto a ship going to the icy North Seas. You guys overall don't over imbibe too much, knowing that you want to be on your toes for the following morning to not miss your passage to the north. Sleep finds you, and you wake up the next morning to the the wake-up call that you guys had received, that you had kind of set up from Serena. You hear a boom, boom, boom on the door. It's like, your wake-up call.
Oh, all our doors.
Yep.
I get up and I open the door. And I tell him, thank you. Please don't knock on the door anymore.
Like,
I wake up and be like, don't do that tomorrow.
Just doing my job.
Goodbye.
Eggs.
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 Food.
Fud. Fud.
Get up, go downstairs, have a light breakfast, like porridge or something. Not gonna rock the stomach.
Was it too hot or was it too cold?
Just
Dude, I was just
right.
gonna eat trail rations for the
Just right.
for the day.
That's right.
All
All
right.
right.
Check and make sure it worked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All two.
You look around, Quixotic, and you see Monty eating a delicious bowl of perfectly tempered porridge.
Ooh.
Got it.
Now the question is, am I going to be able to sneak some pocket bacon?
Sleight of
I
hand.
don't know.
Sleight of
How
hand
about
check.
you roll a sleight of hand and I will roll a perception check?
I mean, I will pay for it, but I want it in my pocket.
I like it.
Think I got some
Yeah,
pocket
you're
bacon.
probably gonna.
Wait
You
for it.
Perception
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, I don't notice.
26. Jesus.
you
That's
attempt to
nice.
put the bacon in your pocket, wrap it up, and no one is any the wiser.
Rob died.
Rob did die.
What?
Grab.
Oh, yeah, hang on.
Red light.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
All
don't
right,
think I
Rob's back.
died. It turned off my camera for some reason.
Mm,
Weird.
Before.
So, yeah, you're able to put the bacon in the pocket without anybody noticing.
Notes. Pocket bacon.
To the docks.
To the docks.
Use it
To
up.
the docks.
Ducks.
You guys head towards the docks. Based on the description of the ship that Thea had given you, you guys find the hate tracker docked to one of the big docks that she had said, and you are greeted by the same port master that you guys had met before. And he goes, "Leaving so soon?"
Stayed as long as we needed to. Are you sad that we're leaving?
I am not.
Good. Then we'll just both continue on with our lives like nothing mattered, because it doesn't. Goodbye.
Oof.
Are you like 14?
Hello.
I wink at him and
Salty.
flick him a gold coin. He woke up on the grumpy side of the bed. Don't
You
mind him.
have never seen a man move so fast, but not move at all to grab the coin out of the air.
Did you just pay that man to take an insult?
I didn't want to leave him grumpy after
And
we're
he-
leaving, right?
and he
no
liked
loose
it.
end. No
Damn.
loose end.
Dance monkey.
All right. Coming to the ship, you come to the board to board the ship, and before you enter on, you see a this female looking captain with this like bright red, almost in this morning light, it's almost like a glowing fiery red hair. And she says, "Oi, are you guys the group I'm supposed to be taking up to Revel's End?"
That's us. Ready to go. Put us to work, Captain. However we can help.
You have permission to board my ship. My rules are, don't fuck with anything.
Don't fuck with
Yeah.
anything. Don't fuck up. Don't
Done.
fuck.
Done and done.
Seems easy enough.
These are terminalist waters that we are heading in towards, and I don't need some inexperienced peons messing with my ship.
I got that. Yeah, you're right. I'll be below.
Same.
I'll stay out of your way.
Don't look at me.
And you guys board the hate tracker, and she
What
says,
a fucking name.
The hate tracker.
Looks like that other boat.
Nah, I
Except
like
for-
this boat way better.
except for this one has
Ballista.
It's the and a catapult.
ballista and a catapult on it.
Should have been a
Ooh.
trebuchet.
Fuck me. I'm into it.
What do you? I will.
Oopsie.
I don't know. I don't know where I'm out of the way. I guess I'll sit here. Just gonna sit here.
I'll be
I'll go-
below deck
Same.
reading reading.
I mean, where will it be warmest? Presumably below deck, but
Yeah,
It
out of
would
the
be
cold air.
Warmest below deck, but you have no perception on the sea skies below deck.
I feel like I would be uncomfortable not being able to see where we're going. I feel like it'd be like a nauseous thing, so I would probably sit up near the front, find a place where I can kind of peek
Tucked
over.
behind a crate or something.
Yeah, tuck, or like up into the prow, and then just kind of peek over every now and then, wherever I don't need to be, where I'm out of the way near the front, so I can see where we're going.
She says, "Oi, if you're standing up front, keep an eye out for any larger than normal ice flows for us."
Oui, madame.
I'll go sit near Tehran, mindful of keeping out of everybody's way.
Can I get like an idea of how big her crew is?
Yeah, looking around, you see probably on the deck, on the main deck here where you are right now, you probably see 10 or so different seamen kind of running about, getting everything tied off, secured down onto the ship, kind of prepped it for laying way.
Do any of them look like familiar, or like maybe carry themselves the same way as the people that were following us on the road? We have been here for a couple of days.
Make me a perception check.
Wouldn't matter what if it were insider perception. They're the same, and I'm bad. Good luck. Ah,
Hey,
Not bad.
Looking at the people on board the ship, you don't recognize anybody from kind of like your travels previous on the road up here.
okay.
So there's nobody that kind of has a similar stature or build that would be comparable. So
Okay. Cool.
without
I'm
being
s-
obvious, what's it look like they're hauling down here in the hold?
in the hold, for lack of a better boat picture, as you go downstairs, you actually see there are 6 prisoner cells on this ship in the hold that you are in, and there are it's filled with 4 prisoners.
Is there a further? Is it just the map, or is there a third floor down?
There is a 3rd floor down, but I do not have a map for it.
Okay.
So
Is that where the prisoners are, or are they on the second floor?
they are on the second.
Okay. Are there guards?
Monty, down below, there are not. There are other ship hands down below. Looking around, you see probably 6 or so people down below.
I walk up to the nearest one and say, "What are they in for?"
It's quite the personal question there.
Well, I'm not asking the prisoners. I'm asking the ship hands. Like, what's the
I
cops?
know,
Like, what'd they do?
He said,
You
I'm
got
not
murderers
quite
on here, thieves. Or-
It's they usually only send the worst of the worst up to Revel's End.
Hmm.
But I usually don't ask what they've done. I did once and didn't sleep well for the next few nights.
That's a good point there.
Kind of why I'm down here right now.
Keep an eye on them.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I'll be, before we kind of ship off, I'll just kind of make note of people passing by with, I don't know, unique facial features or anything like that. Just kind of weird, either unique species or like ticks or anything like that. Just any character that seems like you'd want to bring to light.
Okay. I just make me a perception check.
Not great.
Looking around, you do manage to see a half orc, kind of loaded up with a pack, coming up to the ship, and right as you guys are about to make way, and you call out, you say, he calls out to the ship, "Hold the ship! I'm almost here. This is the hate tracker. Is that correct?"
That is Hertog, is he not?
And you hear the captain go, "Oi! I thought we were taking 7."
Oh, is that not agreed upon? Or
The Harper contact would have known. She was the one
Yeah,
who got
she
the
would've.
name for the guide from.
She was aware we were taking a guide, did she not?
Yeah, she was aware of it.
Well, that's not great. All right, hang on. So who's all on the deck right now? On the top deck?
I am.
Me?
I would be.
Nicola. Nicola, you think you could maybe talk to the captain while I get her dog settled? Bribe her with whatever you need.
All right, so we just want
If
What-
it wasn't already negotiated, we need him on the boat.
we need a +1. All right.
So
I'll go out seek out the captain.
All right.
I will, and I'll try and kind of usher. Our dog, you're here. Come on, quickly.
All right. You head up towards the back of the ship where the captain is at the wheel, and she goes, "Is this man with you?"
I say yes, he was a last minute addition that I don't think we knew about when we originally set this up.
Make me a persuasion check.
Persuasion check. All right. Persuasion, where'd you go? There we go. Yeah.
Thinking.
Super thinking. Okay. You see her pause for just a second, and she goes, "I don't like surprises on my boat, but I suppose I can let it pass this time. Do you have any other surprises? Any other baggage you're carrying with you?"
I say I sure hope not. If we do, it would be news to me as well. And if you didn't already know, I am very seaworthy. So if you need any help around the ship or with anything on our voyage there, please let me know.
It's good to know. What's your experience on boats?
I've been on a boat around these parts a little while back.
All right. Well, that's good to know. So you know your way around ice flows and keep it preventing from getting stuck.
Intimately.
That's a little more debatable.
Well, I'll take any experience that you can provide. Just make sure you stay out of my crew's way. But if there's something that if there's an issue, I'll make sure I can call on you.
Absolutely.
She says, the name's Ochi. What's your name?
Ochi, my name is Nicola.
Nice to meet you, Nicola. It's go ahead, Kozatek.
Did you say your name was Ochi? That was the cap.
Captain Ochi. Ochi.
So it's not Benalgio Kurth anymore?
Benalgio Kurth is the high captain of ship Kurth.
Okay, you
Not the
had
actual captain
named
of a vessel we are occupying.
he last game he named him as the captain of the hate tracker. That was why I was confused. I took a note for once.
Okay.
This lady sounds prettier anyway. Let's go with it.
Yeah.
She.
What was that, Colin?
I just said her name, so I think it's fun to say.
Sorry, continue.
All right. So she goes, the name's Ochi, Captain Ochi to you. And welcome aboard the Hate Tracker. To you, Nicola.
Yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate you having us, and hopefully this will be a nice trip.
She goes, well, if you're experiencing this area and these seas up here, you know that the seas are ever changing, and there's always the nice days are few and far between.
I chuckle and I nod my head. Absolutely. I know that all too well.
She says, if there's anything that you need from me, please hesitate to ask. But my first mate, Noel, would be able to help you get settled if you have any issues.
Okay. No. Do you know where I might find him?
Noel, and she kind of points towards the front of the ship. He's the big burly man with the big red beard and the red circle around him. And she kind of points to him, and you see
Alice,
the man that
notice
she's pointing
thing
towards.
has a real red air about him.
Super red.
Oh,
All right. I will go seek him out. Thank you very much.
Oh, that she yells, if there's nothing else, then let's make way. Make way for the Hate Tracker.
oh.
You hear the bell ring go ding, 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 ding. And you kind of feel the Hate Tracker kind of push off out into the port of Luskan. And you feel kind of a gentle woof, woof, almost as if somebody is rowing the ship out. And kind of down below Dove Post and Monty, you see 6 of the men along the walls with oars kind of rowing this gigantic ship out of port.
As we like kind of peel away
All
from
right.
port, feel a little bit better now that we're leaving.
I touch like the swollen and kind of bruised part of my jaw, and kind of like, yeah, I feel all right.
It's only gonna get easier, I assume, from here. To not worry about it.
Yeah, well, I feel like we'll probably always be watching our backs, but having a little bit more distance between us and Neverwinter will feel good.
Yeah, I agree. That's it.
All right. Kind of as you guys, Nico, you're going over to talk to Noel.
Yes, I am.
Okay. As you head over to Noel, he goes, "Oi, are you Nicola, the one Captain Ochi mentioned?"
Yes, I am. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. She mentioned that you had a little bit of experience up here in the sea of ever moving ice.
Yeah, I was a part of a shipping crew here back in the day. And yeah, I know my way around the waters, a little bit less so around the icy waters, but if you guys need any help with anything, be sure to let me know.
I'll be sure to do that. It's she give you the rundown as to like how long we're gonna be on the water for.
She didn't necessarily say a whole heck of a lot with that. But I mean, we'll get there when we get there, right?
Because we will get there when we get there. Hopefully we'll have enough supplies when we get there. But normally, one of these runs for us will take about 12 days round trip. So it's about usually 6 days up there and 6 days back. So with that, he says out of game, Nicola, why don't you roll me a d20 to start off with our first day of travel?
All right. Oof.
Oof.
Do you want those perception checks for peeking over the bow every now and then?
I just make me a perception check for the day.
Not awful.
Okay. Looking around, the skies are clear today. The ice is relatively broken up, and as you guys are kind of sailing through, you seem relatively unimpeded on your travel west to make it around the edge of the spine of the world. And it's a relatively smooth sailing day. Yeah.
Just the whole ass day takes place.
A whole ass day takes place. If there's anything you
I
guys want to
is
do
that
while you're on
Friday?
the ship,
Is that what Friday is?
I have questions.
yeah.
Is it wind powered, or is it entirely hour? Is it steam slightly?
It is wind powered.
Okay.
The sails, it has the ship looking around. There are 3 masts, all with large sails, all unfurled. The wind is blowing at your back and pushing you guys further west.
I'll go bang on the door across the hall and ask Kohi. Kohi, how you doing?
Not good.
Feeling okay? You need anything in there? Need a bucket?
No.
Need some water?
Yeah, Michelle.
Apples? Some eggs?
Good. Good. Thank you.
All right, we'll make sure you're alive in there, because if you conk out,
I'm trying to figure out how much of a ride I'm going on sitting in the bow of the ship. If it like bucks up every time it hits an ice, ice.
The couple of ice sheets or ice patches that that the hate tracker is kind of like broken through. You feel a little bit of the ship kind of like there's a little bit of resistance to it, but the ship is kind of just breaking through it as it goes. It's not anything big so far. Everything is just kind of small and relatively easy to kind of get through at this point.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit on the bow of the deck and read my Luskan kind of like almanac / trade journal, whatever the hell it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for it and see if there's any like aliases that were used while Galander was in power, or see if like there's anybody trading at the same time as him and stopped the same time as when he stopped, or if there's anything strange in the text that I'm looking at.
Okay. Make me a history check at disadvantage.
History check.
Because you're trying to recall any aliases that you think Galander may have gone after.
That was at advantage, which I apologize for. So it's
Okay.
a 7, but then I will. What is it? A D6? Sorry, go away. Roll thing. 1d6. I'm gonna add a d6 to it
Why are you adding a d6 to it?
because I did a bad job. 10. Oh,
'Cause he has
knowledge
knowledge.
from a past life.
Okay.
So 10.
All right. So 10. It is looking through the almanac. There's like one other name that you could remember Gallender using, and kind of as you spend the day perusing through the almanac, you don't notice, like, over the next 100 years or so after your time in Luskan, you don't see any other traces of the name of Gallander's name, or the one alias, or the other name that you knew that Gallander went by.
Okay. Do I get to just make up that name, or do you have a?
You can make it up.
Okay. No, I'll just make it up. Whatever. I'll just work on it.
Bob.
Yeah. Steven.
Spelled C-O-D-Y.
Steven.
Cody. Weird. All right. Cool.
It's alternative.
That's what I do today.
Okay. Was there anything else anybody wanted to do throughout the day on this smooth sailing day?
I'm writing in my journal.
Okay.
While Tehran is doing his reading, I'll do some companionable silence, and then I'll get up and I'll go hang out by Quixotic at the front for a little while, and maybe if he's up for it, we'll throw some dice just for funsies and pass the day.
Yeah, I was gonna play some cards down here too, and if anybody wanted to, and poke my head up above deck just to see things for a little bit, but during a non-busy time, and not shift change time, and then study some maps and some books.
Hey, actually, Monty, real quick question.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of like a shadow dream? I guess would be
Shadow dreams. Is that, let's see. So I think I may have come across something related to those. Let me see. What do let me see what I can recall. Let me go pour over my notes for a little bit and reflect on that. And what would I reflect on? It sounds very magical in nature. Would this be from my studies of the arcane, or are you looking more of historical events related to this?
Make me an Arcana check.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'd probably be more of arcane one.
I figured.
You feel like you've heard people talk about it, but you're not too familiar with it.
Sorry, I'm not recalling too much about it. I've heard of it, but I can't recall a lot of the details just right now.
Had a strange dream the other night where everything that, like, take this room we're in right now, just as shadows. Like, all you saw were the objects as shadows.
Did you try interacting with any of those objects?
Yeah,
or
my
you
hand
just
went right through it.
right through them. It's almost like it was were you crossing over between planes, or?
I don't know. I was hoping you might have came up with an idea of what it could have been.
I mean, maybe I know Kohi's not feeling very well right now, but maybe him or Tehran may have also, he's passed over between a few planes. I kind of think, if you know what I mean. Do we know that yet? I don't know if we know that yet.
I don't know it.
No.
Okay, we don't know that yet. And he looks like he may have some experience.
Seen some shit.
Seen some shit in his life. And he's pretty open if you sit down one-on-one and talk to him. So maybe see if they'll ring some bells.
Yeah, maybe I'll ask them later, or Kohi when we get to dry land. You doing all right?
Man.
I slide some soup or some gruel in to make sure he's eating and staying hydrated. And
Kicks back out.
do you need a bucket? You need a bucket swap?
Eggs and strawberry. That's it.
That's right.
I make my biscuits, graham cracker biscuits, with my create food and water.
You get to flavor those too?
Nope.
Great food.
They are flavorless.
They're flavorless.
Yeah.
Ah.
The food is bland.
Vegetation.
The food is bland but nourishing.
Can't do a level 2 spell slot and get a steak dinner out of it?
Make tacos.
It is level 3.
Tacos.
Suppose you are summoning something
It is-
from nothing.
40 pounds of crackers.
Is this like a Hogwarts thing where you're actually like pulling it from someone's pantry back in like Neverwinter?
You
All of a
create
sudden-
45. I'll just put it in there. There we
That's
go.
insane. Oh my god.
That's actual
45
thing.
pounds of food and 30 gallons of water.
It says and, so you don't get a choice. You're getting both.
Yeah,
You just
we're on a
get
boat. It goes
inundated.
right down the bottom. It goes down to those
bottom.
prisoners in the 3rd level.
Yeah. You need containers for the water though, right? Or
Yeah,
it's just
go.
like
Yeah, otherwise it
goes
just
everywhere?
splooshes everywhere.
I'm sure there's water buckets downstairs, down on the deck, or down
Oh,
under
yeah.
the deck.
There's barrels
Gonna
and
be working
stuff.
on the build.
Yeah, right.
Cody's room starts leaking. I'm like, are you okay in there?
Don't worry about it.
He's like, I'm just making water.
It'll
Yeah,
be-
I know. That's what I'm worried about.
Lots of water.
Water stays on the outside of the boat.
I'm too dry.
All right. So we're up front rolling dice.
Yeah, if you're cool with that.
Yeah.
They
After a
staying
while-
far enough, my friend?
I am like in full winter gear and keeping a little tight figure, but hey, it's good enough. I'm sure I'll find a blanket later if I need it. It's like midday, the sun's shining, and he's just
Right.
like,
You're struggling already. It does not bode well.
I will make do. So,
On them bones.
yeah, after a while, I think I'm gonna try and I don't think I don't mess with dice very often, but I think I'll try and see if I can figure out a way to maybe flip the dice or get them to roll a certain way, maybe with sleight of hand. Just learning my way around the bones.
Are you trying to cheat?
No, this
With
is
me?
not
It's a
when
game.
we're
It's a game of
not
skill, okay?
yeah, I was gonna say not when we're against each other, but like when we're messing around. No, not if we're betting, but yeah, if I have a spare minute. I want to see how I do.
Do we add all our money last week?
I think we
Everyone's
did.
been getting their own money at this point.
People have been
for-
taking care of their own money until we start picking up like
Yeah,
community
Loots.
loots.
yeah.
I
For the
know-
last couple of games,
Oh, you put
everyone's
it as
been getting
land?
money by
Yeah,
themselves.
because you have 1,600 gold.
Yoke.
This is why I don't use dice. He's just trying to learn from it. Not doing a good job. Oh, did it not post?
Rolled 2d6s.
No, I rolled my sleight of hand and I rolled
Hey,
I
guys,
a-
16.
posted.
did it? I rolled
Yeah.
a 2. Fuck me.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
That's some good
uh,
sleight of hand.
Oh no! Oh, it did show a
Rolled-
9. It looked like a
Rolled
2.
a
It
9.
looked
Okay.
like a 2. So
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah.
changing like 1s to 3s just to see if I can like bump the dice or roll them a certain way.
You're practicing, you're learning. It's not an easy thing. And there are a couple times where you're rolling the dice, and Alice, if you're watching, like the number appears to be what Klazotic is intending for it to be. But there's a number of times otherwise that you're watching him and you smile to yourself as he thinks he's being proud of himself for changing the dice, but really you saw the entire thing happen.
Yeah, and like I said, I wouldn't do it when we're betting. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to learn it.
Okay.
Just goofing.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else anybody wants to do? Otherwise, night will begin to, the sun will begin to set, and I'm assuming that you guys are taking to your cabins down below deck.
Is it just the 3 rooms for all the people? Or are there more rooms and we're just pretending?
There's more rooms and we're just pretending.
As I'm walking down, I go, this day has been weird. I have not thought about it at all. How are you doing? As like the second half of the conversation from the morning occurs to him. How are you doing with the cold and whatever and being away from the home?
So far, I'm good. I'm having some optimism, and I like to be able to see the open spaces. I like to watch the ice.
Yeah,
The novelty will wear off, I'm sure, but right now it's interesting and peaceful.
It's nice to be able to see where you're going. Is this
Yeah.
the furthest you've ever been from home?
I think it has. Taran and I we've been wandering a bit, but we haven't really ranged too far afield. But yeah, I like this. I mean, it feels like people can't really sneak up on you, you know?
Yeah, it's better. I still keep an eye out, but
For sure.
it's nice. There's so many variables here. It's limited.
Yeah. We'll take them as they come.
Hmm.
Do we need to watch or something? I mean,
I'll probably still do it anyway, just because we still have like literal murder prisoners on the
yeah,
ship.
that's kind of what I was
But-
thinking.
Yeah.
I
Captain,
figured we'd all just be down here watching like an alley of everything rather than having to be up top.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe around the rooms.
I'll call it to Captain Ochi. Is she still up at the
Helm.
helm? That's the word.
You head over to the helm, and she is indeed still at the helm. She said, "What can I do for you?"
It's nice to meet you, Captain. I don't know if we've introduced one another, but I'm Taran. I was wondering, it's getting about nighttime, and my group are wondering if you need watches or help with anything, eyes anywhere.
She says, "Well,
I don't know.
we could always use an extra set of eyes, but
I don't know how capable your crew is with prisoners. You seem to be outfitted for it, so you're probably fine, but we're also capable people, so."
She says, I appreciate the offer. I would never turn down an extra set of eyes, be it on the horizon, be it in the immediateness of the area for ice, unexpected ice flows. Though we've been running these lanes for a while now, and
If you're confident I won't impose, I don't need to do work, I won't go crazy if I sit still. And I can't speak for everyone, but offering the help so we're not just twiddling our thumbs.
She says, we're always open to an extra set of eyes on the prisoners. They occasionally, very seldomly, do the prisoners ever try anything.
If they do try anything, how swiftly and how badly should they be punished?
If they do try anything, our immediate goal as a ship is to throw them overboard into the sea.
Okay. If one escapes and takes one of my people hostage, they will die. And I just wanted to make sure that was okay before or if it happened.
Just as to you, I won't stop you from saving your friends, but I implore you to not kill my cargo.
I feel it's reasonable. You have a job. I don't mean to take food out of your mouth. So, just curious what the procedure is.
She says, our contract with the Lord's Alliance is shaky at best. There's large sums of money for us in this, with the ship that we have. But the Lord's Alliance does not look kindly upon the High Captains of Luskan.
I will make sure that people in our group doesn't give them reason to want to renegotiate whatever it is you have agreed with them.
She says, I appreciate that.
Right. I'll walk down to the hall, see how everybody's doing, let them know that they would appreciate a set of eyes on the prisoners tonight. If anybody is willing to, they can volunteer for it. And I'll go up and I'll talk to Quixotic and Alice after that. If anybody has any downstairs has anything to say.
I'll take a shift.
I'll take one as well.
They would appreciate it, and ingratiating ourselves with them would benefit any other surprises. And I'll look at her Tog and so let's try not to piss them off.
I'm not feeling overly sleepy yet. I could take the first watch.
You're welcome to it. I'll be up on the deck. Not necessarily watching, but I'll be on the deck tonight.
Do you want company or are you okay?
If you like.
Well, I'm gonna be watching, so
Then we'll watch together.
so if there is a vantage point in the below decks where I can keep an eye sort of on the like our party's cabins and the prisoners, I would try to situate myself kind of there.
Okay. I mean, as you kind of come down the set of stairs, you kind of have a good vantage point, looking towards the rear of the boat, showing you have a good vantage point of the 6 prisoner cells and the cabins in the back of the boat.
If she's like sitting around on the stairs, I'll be up on deck near the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Like, let's say you're sitting here, but downstairs, I guess you'd be like here, hey?
Yeah.
Yep. Up. Yonder.
Okay. So if you guys are going to take the first watch, why don't you guys make me a perception check?
There we go.
Yeah.
That might have been mine might have been a performance check. Nope, definitely perception.
Classic Tehran.
every damn time.
Yeah, he falls asleep.
He's got so much on his mind, y'all.
You just get that
So
1,000-yard
focused.
stare, and then 4 hours later, it's like, huh?
I'm reading my book.
I'm like fully leaned over the railing of the ship, just looking out on the water and just zoned hard, thinking about Gallender and where he might be and who he might have been after he left and how I might find him. And I'm just fucking zoned in on that. And I'm not thinking about much else.
Okay. Alice, looking about the cabin, the prisoners are not dressed warmly. They are basically in, for lack of a better word, in a potato sack. They are meant to be broken and beaten, and you hear a cacophonous sound of teeth chattering below deck. And it's not warm below deck by any means, but it's not wearing the winter gear that you are in. You don't notice the cool temperatures that these prisoners are feeling. The rest of your watch kind of goes unimpeded, uneventful, as the prisoners just continue to chatter their teeth in the cold ocean waters of the sea of moving ice.
Okay.
And you finish your watch and tap Kozatik on the shoulder.
Yep. I am.
Wakey, wakey, pocket bakey.
You saw nothing.
She smelled it.
Do you want some?
Always.
Okay. He slips her a pocket bacon. He makes it rain. No. Slips her pocket bacon as he wanders out. Yeah, I'll find the vantage point similar to where Alice was, and actually, no, I would want to be up on the deck.
Okay.
Check out onto the water, and then kind of make my way back. Kind of do a patrol, sort of.
I'm so still and unmoving. You don't even notice I'm there.
As he eats a potato chip.
Oh yeah.
He had,
Wow.
he had such a bad perception that he actually critted his stealth because he's
There
just
you
so
go.
still.
He froze up so bad. All right, so perception check. So yeah, I'll look out on the water, and then I'll proceed down to the lower deck and then back.
Make me a perception check.
I'm gonna.
I'm still awake. Should I make one too?
There we go. Do I
You were
notice him like froze up on the railing there?
Taran, you are very lost in thought
Okay.
about how Galander's body is not in the crypt where most of the other high priests that you know of are buried. Your mind's wandering through all the possibilities of
Fair enough.
where he may be. You did not notice Kozatik and Alice changing shifts.
Probably about an hour into my patrol. If he hasn't moved, I will walk over and like carefully approach. Taran, are you doing all right?
Yeah. I'm okay.
Okay. Alice has gone to bed.
Oh.
I just wanted to let you know, and I'm going to. If you want to stay on, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll take a seat on the stairs where she was. I'll just kind of watch there.
That sounds fine. All right. And then yeah, I'll continue my patrol. I guess if Taran's is looking, seem to get uneasy when I have to go to the below decks, especially when they're seeing that they're not clothed and whatever. Like I know they've done not great things, but it's still I'm uneasy when I have to walk through there.
Oh, like down. Okay.
Yeah, when I have to go to the below decks by where the prisoners are being kept, there's a marked change in demeanor.
Kozatik with a perception check of 20. As you head below deck and you enter the lower deck with trepidation, seeing these prisoners here on this boat headed towards the Revel's End brings back some not so pleasant memories of your past, and albeit you think that these prisoners have done terrible things to deserve the fate that they are in, you still feel some compassion for other humanoids stuck in cages.
Yeah, I'm not pleased by it. I'm assuming the captain's not up, but she has someone watching where we're going, obviously.
Noel, the first mate, is
Okay.
watching.
On one of my passes, I'll ask, like, do we always leave them dressed like that, or do they get blankets when it gets colder, or is that just the way they go all the way up, and if they die, they die?
Is the prisoners?
Yes, the prisoners.
Make sure that they don't die. It'd be bad for business. But we don't add any additional comfort to their stay aboard the hay tracker here.
How much colder will it need to get before they get some sort of warming provision.
He says, usually we don't give any additional warming provisions. It's not a comfortable ride, but they don't. They usually don't die.
Okay, thank you. And I will I'll continue on.
He says, have a pleasant night.
It will be a night for sure.
Right. And is anybody taking a third watch?
I'll continue
take
up.
the third.
I
take
can
the
do
third watch.
third watch too.
All right. Yeah, if they're gonna both be up, then I will kind of retire again. It is a little more unnerving than I was expecting, so I will wake them up. It is time for the watch. And then go and find a place and bunker back down. I don't sleep, so I don't know, I guess stare off into space at this point.
Zone out. Meditate.
Maybe play with my cards. Just practice card tricks.
Okay. All right. As the third watch begins, I need Nicola and Monty to either both make me a perception check or one of you at advantage.
When they get
I'm
up, I'll go to where Alice is.
I'm just like mediocre at perception checks, so I'm happy to help you.
Okay. I'll see if I can use that well then. Nope.
It is
So
cold and the wind is starting to pick up a little bit as you guys take this early morning shift on the hate tracker, looking around and feeling the wind blow through your clothes. You guys feel a little bit disheveled and distracted as looking around and trying to, you head down below deck to kind of try and keep warm, as this cold, windy weather is not something that you're, well, both of you has both spent times up in 10 towns. Neither of you have spent have spent time up there recently, and so it's kind of like in the fall, a 40-degree day is very cold, whereas in the spring, after you're used to the cold temperatures, a 40-degree day is really warm. And well, you've experienced temperatures like this before. This feels like that 40-degree fall day where you're not used to that after the nice and warm summer days.
it's brisk up here, isn't it? I remember last time I was up here was a while ago doing some research, but man, it feels so cold. You know, I can't remember ever feeling so cold. How about you? Did it get this cold when you were up on the ice?
Yeah, it did. It definitely did. But this is a harsh reminder of what it can be.
Most of my time was spent researching up in East Haven. So I didn't get too much time outside, but this is out on the water like this is really really open, really cold. So I'm hoping I get some fresh leads. Now that I've got some fresh leads on the Ring of Winter, and hoping my research will crack back open up here. It's really good to kind of be back on the trail and back out exploring and looking for adventure. It's something I've been missing for the past couple weeks, months, whatever.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be back on a ship with a competent crew.
All right. The rest of your watch begins to end as the sun rises on the horizon, and you feel that as you guys kind of head up the stairs to check up on what's going on upstairs, the rays of sun are You feel them kind of start to warm up your face a little bit, and just a little bit of a breath of fresh air, if you will, as you kind of sit on the deck of the hate tracker, looking out at the horizon, seeing if there's anything that you can spot. And you guys kind of watch as Captain Ochi kind of leaves her quarters and kind of relieves Noel, and he kind of goes to take his a quick nap as you guys begin to unfurl the sails a little bit more and begin your second day of travel.
Well, like the light breaks through like the deck boards. I'll get up and leave Alice alone while she's sleeping. Still, I'll just go out real early with everybody or whoever is.
Okay. Aboard the deck of the ship, you see Nicola and Monty up there. And Quixotic, are you kind of huddled amongst the barrels up there, or are you below deck?
I'll make my way up there and do my perception check again.
Okay. Tehran, as you come up to the ship's deck, I need you to roll me a d20.
I will roll. Yes. Roll. Oh, it's almost a 20.
He did roll.
A 2.
2 is certainly a number.
It is
2.
indeed a number.
It's a number.
2 is a number.
This one done.
You're enjoying the
Not going anywhere.
wait 1 second.
Is this the Kraken number? Did I roll the
Right.
Kraken number?
You're enjoying a nice beverage when all of a sudden, shit goes south.
We're going west.
Tehran, I need you to roll me a D100.
Oh god.
This is how many Krakens we get.
Roll something 5. 85.
85.
That's the number for the bag of holding on the loot table.
A seagull flies down and drops a bag of
Drops it
holding.
right in your hands. They were just out and you caught it. There it is. Problems are solved.
A burst of wild magic, you are now a potted plant.
Oh, no.
Sit this match out.
The morning begins bright and sunny. And you guys are kind of, after the first day of easy travel, you're kind of getting used to this, and you're kind of looking about and give me 1 second.
And it's 85 degrees out?
It is not 85 degrees out.
85 snowflakes. land on
Celsius? Oh my god.
you. Oh god, we're burning.
Pirates.
It's so
just
You're
hot.
melting.
We're almost boiling.
Just put a minus in front of that.
There you go.
Right.
Shut your dirty mouth.
Negative 85 degrees Celsius? That's awful.
And the weather is, you see the sun shining, and Quixotic, as you're looking about the ship, you see what you think is a little bit of a ripple,
It's the Kraken number.
and looking about you, you see it again, and this time it's getting a little bit closer towards the ship.
Okay. I'll call out to some of the crewmates. Port or starboard?
It is going to be port.
Captain, port side, below the surface.
And you hear like this kind of like whistle come out of her mouth, and kind of the crew heads towards the port side of the ship and looks out, and They don't see what you're talking about.
I'll kind of direct one. Did it stop happening, or can they just not notice it?
They did not notice it with their first perception check.
Okay, I will kind of direct. I don't know,
Is there
maybe give
something wrong?
advantage. Kind of point out, and then
It's Master and Commander all over again.
kind of down. It's just a fucking whale or something, I'm sure.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'll kind of try and direct
Ask the
the
whale's
eye line
name.
there.
Is it Moby Dick?
Was that the whale's name?
It's Moby the JJ.
It wasn't the man's name. The man's name is Ishmael.
Yeah.
Ahab.
Ahab was the captain's name.
Ahab, Captain Ahab. You guys
Who's
seen the?
Ishmael?
Ishmael was the character who directed the book, and then Queequeg was his buddy.
Quick way.
Well, I clearly didn't read the book or watch the movie.
Did you read the comic though?
Just heard about it.
The cliff notes
Anyway.
didn't go that far into it.
She
Right.
heard
I'll-
someone talking about it once.
Call me Ishmael. I don't know shit. All right,
Punching
Moby
above your
Dick,
weight.
let's do it.
Call me Queequeg is the first line of that book.
And as you consult it, and you're keeping an eye on it, and all
Yeah.
it stops. And when your ship is about 60 feet or so from the last known location of where you saw it, all of a sudden you see popping out of the water a head. What kind of looks like almost like a sea monster of sorts.
Of sorts?
Almost like one.
Almost
It's not
like
though,
it.
thank God. It's just
But
a
really,
giant
it's
iceberg.
just a manatee.
And then
Why
you
not Zargler?
see
Sea
a
cow.
second head
Oh,
Oh shit! There's 85 of them.
come out of the water.
It's an ice hydra.
85 heads?
85 heads.
And you see a third head
God damn
come
it.
out of the
For fuck's
water.
sake,
no.
it is a Hydra.
Holy
Oh my God.
shit.
Do I hear four?
Hail Hydra.
I rolled the right numbers. Fuck yeah.
And you see a fourth head and a fifth head
Oh my
pop out of the water.
I stomped.
Ladies,
I stomp
do
on
I
the
have
deck.
all 5 numbers right?
I'll stomp on the deck.
Time
and
to play
yell,
Powerball.
Wake up, everyone.
Wake up, you fucks! We got
Two
problems.
arms. 2 arms.
2 arms. 2 arms.
This is Do you see it now? He says.
You're like pointing. and
As
It's
I'm
like you gotta,
pointing at
you gotta
the
move
fucking
up.
Hydra.
Your
As I
arm
hear
goes
the
up.
Commotion, I'll come out of my cabin and
The tour guide.
join the party.
Now you're off to your left.
Grab Kohi on your way out.
If he'll notice on
Can,
your
can
left.
everybody who's downstairs make it upstairs too?
Oh, he.
Wah,
I know you feel like shit, but we got problems, buddy, apparently.
wah.
And you have about,
I have 30 gallons of water to clean up.
He lightens up the load and heads out.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So
I
like,
made it to the top of the stairs.
I
And kind of
can-
poked my head out.
Okay.
oh, 13, 14.
Sorry, what happens at 60 feet? You
Trying to get
keep
more?
starting
So
that sentence.
you
Like that?
see these purplish blue
40
colored heads pop out of the water. And
You're right, that's 35. Up, up.
uh,
Yep, you make it.
Yeah.
these 5 heads begin to make
Awesome.
a beeline towards the ship.
Mm,
And I need everyone to roll me some initiative.
Click that
Like your character.
It's
It's in our
the,
best
Hey,
interest to
I
protect.
don't know
been
if I remember how to do this.
it's been a
It's been
bit.
so long.
Right?
It has been a bit.
but how do you want to do this?
Oh my God.
You
With
die.
dice.
Hey,
I
how's it
haven't-
going, guys?
Oh
Excuse
my
me.
lord!
Excuse me,
why?
front of the line. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I've been saving up all my
I'll be in the
energy
back.
for this.
Good job, Nicola.
Excuse
Hey,
me.
good job. Now we can see them feet.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking to
do
you,
that.
Sean.
Get him to subscribe to your OnlyFans.
Yeah,
You got the camera working now. I noticed.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And the game still hates me. It didn't actually connect my initiative roll.
Yeah, me and
Okay.
Alice are the only ones who got it.
What? No, I'm on there.
No,
Maybe
Monty's
we
on
don't
there.
see one another.
I'm a 7.
I can see
Oh,
everybody.
I see your.
I see the
I remember your
Hydra.
name
I
isn't
see
on there.
Alice, Monty. That's
Oh.
all. I only see the Hydra. Nicola's got a 0.
Fucking
I
haunted. I
see
can see
Nicola zero.
everybody.
There's
I
just
don't
no
see
names.
names, but I see the icons.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I see everybody now.
wonder
I've
if
never
that's
seen
just-
anybody's names. I've only
Nicola,
seen
you're up
mine.
there with a 17 now.
That might be
Yeah.
I don't know what
Feature?
that would be.
Is that a feature?
It's a
bug.
feature,
it's
not a
feature,
bug.
Not a bug.
Okay.
Woohoo! Fully last in the rotation.
All right. So you see these. Yes, Nicola. As you were below deck or above deck when
It was above deck.
Okay. So you see these purplish, bluish heads, kind of pop up out of the water and begin to make a beeline towards the boat. What are you gonna do?
I say, oh fuck. And is that nice harpoon at the front of the boat? Does that look like I could possibly man that?
You think that you could possibly man that as somebody who has done this before?
Fantastic. I want to go try and man it and shoot it in the face.
All right.
It's gonna try to take a couple turns to load it and all that
5,
You
10,
get minions to load it.
shit.
20, 25, 30. Yep, that was my walking speed. So is it loaded? Do I have to grab something to put in there?
The ballista is I guess make me a perception check at disadvantage.
Ooh, okay.
As you're coming up to this and you're trying to take assess the situation as to what you're getting into. Having experience with similar ballista in the past, you see that it is loaded. You know that there's usually some sort of lock on here, and while it's similar to the one that you've used in the past, you aren't quite familiar with what the lock is, and you think that it would probably take you an action to basically unlock it and then shoot it. So
Okay. As long as you will let me try and do that when I'm diagonal from it, I would like to do that.
okay. Make me a diagonal. Yeah.
Well, that would be where he'd have to be to fire it at the Hydra anyway, wouldn't it? He'd have to swing it to where
Yeah.
he is now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll allow it. Let's go make me a just real quick a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Keelan, do you want to put schlub deck workers on here, or are we just going to assume that they're just around?
The
Just
deck
one there.
workers are seeing you guys come up for the action. Are definitely the ones who know how to fight are kind of prepping if the Hydra comes up onto the deck. The other ones are definitely running below deck. They know their places.
Is that catapult an actual catapult, or is that just a picture on that map?
It is an actual catapult.
This
Kohi,
bad
maybe
boy right
it's
here.
hungry. Throw your graham crackers at it.
Right.
45
If you
pounds
feed
of
it,
them.
It will go away.
Load them in the
Choke on it.
catapult.
Choke it with crack.
Oh my god.
So much salt. If only there were
Eventually you
water
can't follow,
around.
right? That's how it works.
It is an actual catapult, also known as a mangonel.
Fancy.
I do not know what that means, but
It
neat.
is not the superior siege
A
weapon.
quick
though.
question about just the map in general. What is like the black with gold
Excellent.
shit
Thank you, Josh.
around the catapult? Is that like
Those
water?
would be-
Is that rocks for
Those would be
chucking?
the rocks to be that the mangonel.
Them rocks for chucking.
Chunky
Yep.
pumpkins.
The pumpkin chunkin.
The pumpkin chunkin. Yeah. The pumpkin chunkers. Chucking pumpkin.
Punk.
Okay.
Let's fuck it up.
So, Nicola, as you kind of reach your hand down onto the ballista, you manage to find the trigger lock, and you are able to unlock it. And I need you to make me a ranged weapon attack. So roll me a d20 and add 6 to it.
All right.
Dope.
Dope.
D20 plus 6, that's 22.
22 to hit.
That is a 22 to hit.
Oh.
The ballista does fire and does hit the Hydra. I need you to roll me a 3d10.
Dang.
Ooh.
No whammies, no whammies.
All
I
right,
like
15.
ballistas.
22 's
Damn.
good.
All right, I'll take it.
Oh yeah.
Higher than average.
The ballista hits the Hydra and takes out a large chunk from it. Yeah. It rears its head at the boat, and you hear this terrifying roar come up from it.
How many heads does it have
It's
total?
5.
5 total?
He said 5, yeah.
5 total.
I was an idiot and just kept on counting more.
And he didn't
Is
stop.
there
until Toby
4?
stopped. Is there 4?
Do I
Is there
hear
5?
5?
Do I hear a
Do I hear 5?
Oh, androids.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. So you take it takes 22 damage from the ballista that you shoot at it, and hang on one sec, just
Okay.
reading something.
Yeah.
All right. Does that end your turn?
How do I reload this thing? Is that an action or is that?
It is an action to reload it.
Okay. All right,
So-
then I'm
It's
done.
usually best to be manned by more than one person. See if you can get some crew.
I say help, crew.
It's gonna be a no from me, dog. Sorry.
I said crew, not teammates.
Cool.
Yeah, we are on a upper echelon. We are not crew. We are the creme.
Their fucking gun.
Right? I don't want
That
to
is.
load it wrong. I haven't been
Okay.
trained with this weapon.
With that, Kohi, you
I'll
are
do-
up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30, so I can get a good look at this nerd. I'm gonna blast. So anyways, start blast.
You gonna bless it?
No, blast him.
Well, anyways.
We're gonna... we'll do this. Sorry. Cast. Normal roll. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Guiding bolt.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and 18 hits. Your
Yep.
guiding bolt leaves you and it hits the Hydra. And you just see this kind of radiant energy kind of flow over it.
So we will have the next attack roll against it has advantage. And it's casting dim light and glittering.
Okay.
All right. I used all my movement to get there, so I believe that would be turn for me. But I'll look at my bonus actions. But
Okay.
yeah, that's it.
Sounds good. All right, with that, it's going to be the Hydra's turn. It's
Makes me
gonna
pissed off.
swim at you guys. And basically it's to do so it's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20.
I don't like where this is moving.
And it's beginning to climb up onto the boat.
Oh, Jesus
sweet.
Christ. It's on top of me.
And it climbs up onto the boat.
It's so shimmery.
It's so big.
It's on top of the ballista. It's not fucking around. We
it
ain't
is
reloading that shit.
If it were categorized by size, it might be huge.
HY.
Huge.
Oh.
So does it push us out of the way, or does it just kind of go by
what's
us
it
and not give a
doing?
fuck?
Oh, it's like it is. It kind of gets up
Kinda-
onto the boat and pushes past you and kind of wraps itself around the mast of the ship, and you see it kind of rear up. And one of the first head goes to snap down onto Nicola.
Chompy, chompy.
It's mad.
Chompy,
It's
chompy.
mad.
Champ, champ, champ,
Champ,
champ,
champ, champ, champ, champ,
Champ.
champ, champ, champ.
Get him.
Chomp, chomp, a chewy chomp.
Everybody.
champ, champ.
Chomp your hands to
So
the
for
party.
D&D Hydras, is it like, are they?
It's
do
got
they
5
make-
chompies.
Does it operate like a Hydra do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hail Hydra.
Hail it?
5
How do
chompies.
That
How do we
chomped.
effectively kill
The
it?
chomps.
That chomps.
Make a nature check on your turn. I mean,
Right?
typically you need fire to keep it from regrowing heads, but
No.
who knows what kind of Hydra this is?
Keelan, if
Yeah.
I were to be doing math, how many heads does it have currently based on the amount of damage we did to it? Not that I know anything. Not that I know anything about Hydras, but we
It
just
has
did a fuckload of damage to
5 heads.
it. Okay. I'm gonna check one more time.
How many heads does it still have?
Still has 5 heads.
Okay,
Okay.
good
Just
to know.
checking.
It
All
took
right.
2 big chunks out of it and it's still ticking.
Still got all its heads. That's
He
He
bad.
took one
There's a
small
very
chunk out of me.
specific reason
All
I'm
right.
asking.
So Nicola, I understand. Nicola, the
Okay.
first bite takes 7 piercing damage out of you.
Hold on. The first bite?
Got 5 heads.
It's got
How many
5
bites
How many
did
heads do you think
got?
it's gonna attack?
It's
with?
got 5 chompy bits on it.
Bunch of champas.
Got a blender on top of its neck.
The second head is going to take a bite at you, Kohi.
Met me, bro.
Everybody.
Chomp, chomp, but chewy chomp. 15 does not hit.
15 does not hit. All right. The third head is going to take a bite at you, Kwazotic, as you stand right behind it.
Bring it.
Oh, it's already been brought.
What did you roll?
It done
A lot.
fucking bit your
All right.
ass.
It's launching you out to sea for sure.
Let's go.
Anybody else want to talk shit?
How much damage we got?
It
All
does 21 piercing damage.
I am going to use uncanny dodge
Take
because I
half.
can see it and I have a reaction, so I will half that damage.
All right.
That sounds like a smart plan.
4th bite.
Take 11.
I will
The-
take 11. Wait, it was
21, so you
21,
take 10.
so I take 10. Yeah, it's always rounded down unless it specifically states otherwise.
The fourth head is going to rear up and kind of, you see it kind of begin to like suck in the cold air around it and send an icy blast
Jesus.
towards Monty and Tehran.
Oh,
Little does he know.
Tehran's like me.
This might hurt you.
And each creature must make a dex saving throw.
I'm not that
All
good
right.
at those. Do, 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 do,
I
do.
can finally do this.
Yes.
Tehran does
Probably only
not
against-
Is
succeed.
a saving throw an ability check, technically? Or are they separate?
Separate.
Rob / Keelan, I cannot remember their distinction.
They're separate.
They are separate.
A saving throw is separate from it, yeah.
Yeah, they're different. in
All
different
right.
areas.
So,
Can't-
go ahead.
Never mind. Go ahead.
So you guys take. Hang on, one sec.
It keeps it from regrowing heads. It's like normally like some number of damage, like 20 or 30 or something like that. If it takes that much in a turn, a head dies, kind of thing.
Okay.
Like when you chunk him, he loses a head, and then you use fire to keep it from regrowing heads usually.
All right. So
That's all very meta-gamey.
Haran, you take 19 cold damage.
Okay.
And Monty, you take 19 cold damage halved.
Nice.
I will take half of 19 cold damage.
Okay. And the last head is going to try and take another bite out of you, Kohi. Seeing as I couldn't get a good, the first head did not get a good hit on you.
Is it
15 does not hit.
All right.
Is it effectively like straddling the mast and the ballista?
Oh, you said he was like wound around the mast.
It's wound around the mast, kind of above the ballista.
Okay. Oh, it's off the ground?
I mean, like it's
Ish. Okay. I'll
You
ish.
can't
I'll
hit it with the
ish.
ballista when it's at point blank range.
Maybe a
probably.
disadvantage. Because it's a ranged attack.
Hum, 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 hum.
So. All right. That ends the Hydra's turn.
Okay. Hey, okay, help now.
Yes, honey.
Put the buttons.
The
Do some
buttons.
things.
So
Now,
Do lots
I'm
of
gonna
things. 'cause
use
this
my-
fucker's right here.
bonus action to cast Searing Smite
Mm.
upon my weapon?
Not gonna rage yet.
Nay,
Okay,
cannot. If
changing
I'm
it
gonna
up.
Cast a thing.
and remember, you do not need to recklessly attack because you have advantage from guiding bolt.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So I'll get a little closer, please.
Yeah. Like,
Within,
yeah, I think you
within
need to
clobbering
be
range.
there, unless Keelan would say it's okay to be here.
Keelan, is
So
it
those are your
okay?
two options. Oh, you do have reach, so you could
Yeah.
be.
No,
Jan?
put me.
Jan?
Yeah, that one's good for me. And then I'll whack him with my halberd.
Make
Yeah.
sure it does not think you are raging.
I am not raging, and
Well,
I'm
I
not
could-
reckless.
Well, I could do
I
whack, whack,
still
whack.
have advantage.
Advantage.
An 18 does hit.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So it will take non-magical 11 slashing.
Okay.
As well as
Searing
An
Smite.
extra
2d6.
yeah for
Yeah.
fire.
Baller.
What was all that?
3d6 because it's cast at level 2.
But it's
It rolls.
Yeah, it has to make
die.
it has to make a save, doesn't it?
Okay, so so I'm fairly certain the 3 is the damage it takes upon the attack. Attack deals an extra 1d6.
Okay.
Wait, no, 2d6 because it's initial damage. Yep, because it's cast at 1 and 2. So that
Oh.
first one it takes 3 fire damage no matter what. And then on a failed save it takes the d6. It just rolled the d6 ahead of time.
8.
And on its turn, it takes 3 damage if it fails a dex save, which is, a con save, a 12 con.
You get 2d6 on the attack, and then 1d6 on each check.
The first 3 is 1 plus 2, and the second 3 is a 3. It just rolled the 3 from when it fails its con ahead of time.
Cool. I'm with you.
All right.
Yes.
So it needs to make a con save.
On its turn.
On its turn.
Yeah, at the start of each of its turns. So at the start of its next turn, you can make the con save now just so we remember.
Okay.
And then that's whether or not it takes 3 damage at the beginning of its next turn.
3 fire damages.
Yes. So it beats it. It does not take the fire damage on its next turn. So
And it ends.
done.
Okay.
And it's no longer on fire.
Sounds
But
good.
had it failed, that's 2 turns worth of fire damage, which
Yeah,
is
not
very
great.
valuable.
Can you mark that I used that, please?
Yep. I think it's gone.
Thank
I
you.
used it.
Okey-doke.
All right.
Wait, so I'm sorry, we haven't fought anything in so long, and I feel silly now. But do I get
Polar Master second attack?
Yeah.
That is a bonus action to do. So you used your bonus action
I
this
did.
turn.
Okay. Thank you.
The it probably has reach, so you probably don't want to move anymore now that you're within its reach.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's probably it for her turn.
Okay. Sounds good. With that, Quixotic.
I'm gonna move to here. I'm assuming that's still within its reach.
Your attack.
I have extra attack. Sorry, Colin and I were not.
I forgot that she has extra attack, so I'm just gonna roll a second attack quick.
Hit him with
Sorry.
the face. Do it. That's fine. Do the thing.
This one isn't at advantage because she ate guiding bolt with that
She
first
ate it with
attack.
the
That was
first one,
just
yeah.
the one attack. Yep.
9 does not hit.
Thank
Good.
you.
Done. Sorry,
All right.
Rob.
That's fine. Okay, so I moved to there.
All right, Rob, as you head down the stairs, the head is going to try and bite you to make you stay up close to it.
Okay.
It
Does
does
it
not want you leaving its reach.
did I leave its reach? I'm really
when you got
within-
to here, you are leaving its reach.
I didn't go to there. I went straight down like here.
He's saying you're in range when he attacked you, and you left further than that.
I didn't realize I was leaving its range. So okay. Yep, make the attack.
All right.
That sucks.
Can't you? Do you have a need for your bonus action this turn?
I do. Actually, no, I don't.
Then why don't you
I'm gonna.
like
So yeah,
disengage?
you're right. I'll disengage. I don't need my bonus action this turn. That's right, because there's 100 fucking people around him. So I will just disengage and negate that. You are correct.
Oh, damn! Wasted a 22 on him.
that was the actual real purpose of that whole ruse.
The rogues
Right.
helping each other.
I am gonna. Yeah, thank you. I was thinking. In my head he was still out to sea, even though he was right next to me eating my face, and
No.
so. Yeah, no, I don't need that.
Well,
I don't
Rusty
need to
was
use
He
that.
very much
combat
climbed all
thing.
over my face to get up
Yes,
on
he
that
did.
ass.
Mine as well. He almost critted me. So I will. Yeah, so I use my bonus action to disengage. Moved with my move. I will use my tandem during the move to draw my longbow, and I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
All right, do it.
Hopefully. I think that'll do it.
Ooh.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I do get sneak because I have allies in melee
Yeah,
range.
roll double sneaks. Awesome.
So I'll just
Get
do
him.
that.
Get him. Get him. Get him. Up.
So
Right.
I'm gonna
Up. Fuck him
do
up.
40
Get
fucking
him.
40
damage.
damage.
Good God.
Piercing.
Good.
All right.
Wow.
Eh,
It's a big hit.
Fuck me. That is that max? That is like fully max damage, is it not?
Hit one of the heads in the chin.
You rolled a
pulled its head
7.
straight off its neck.
You rolled a 3, a 4, and a 6 on your sneaks on the first one. A 5, and then a
Fuck
6, a 2, and a
God,
3.
you
So
rolled
yeah,
a
that's pretty
shit
good.
ton.
There's some room up if you wanted to roll a little bit better.
You guys, there's the ceiling's a
you
little
could do
up.
better. You
It
could do
pops
better.
one head, pierces through it, hits the second head, and they both just get torn clean fucking off.
Jesus.
Quixotic hitting harder than the harpoon.
Yes, I hit harder than the ballista.
Both of us hit harder than the harpoon and my guiding bolt combined.
Fuck me. Does a 27 hit, Keelan?
A 27 does hit, and it 40 damage as your arrow hits one of the heads, one of the necks. Basically, one of the heads goes limp. It's actually the head that had tried to snap out at you that you managed to hit.
Yeah, fuck you. I am gonna die next turn.
It is not happy with that. So,
No, I can't imagine it would be.
all right.
I hit it and watch the head go, and I go, oh, this is not good.
Yeah, but she did fire damage to it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know. The head still goes limp, and it still looks cranky at me.
Oh yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rocked here in a second.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
Oh yeah, I did all the things I can do.
Okay. Sounds good. With that, Monty, you are up.
But that harpoon bolt's still sticking out of him, right?
It is.
All right then. I'm gonna target that harpoon bolt
Do something cool. I feel
and
it.
cast heat metal.
Yes.
Ooh, all right.
That's pretty
Now,
cool.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, heat metal is the shit.
Hold on, let me display that so we all see that. So he's gonna take that damage. It doesn't even look like there's a save. So he's gonna take that damage. Use the first roll. I don't know if this is gonna roll again, but use that first
No,
one.
just do display in VTT.
That's what I
I
did.
think he has
but
to
it
make a
made me
save to
roll.
drop something, but I don't know if they
He
can make
does.
a
He has
save
to make a con save to drop.
Yeah,
So
but if they
ignore-
can't drop it, I
Oh,
don't think
dude.
it
It's
matters, right?
disadvantage. It still takes the damage. Why isn't this displaying?
I don't know.
Instead of, so there's one that's like on a spell. There's an option that says cast on VTT, and then a small white box underneath it that says display in VTT.
There it is.
There you go.
So the 2d8 was the 6 that I rolled first. So it was the
Okay.
5 and the 1. So that's the damage that it takes. And then it has to make a con save, DC 14 con save, or drop the metal object. And I don't know if it can drop that metal that's embedded in him. Either it drops it or it has to make the save. On a failed, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Oh, it's gonna try to chomp you and break concentration. That's for fucking sure.
Don't get bit.
All right. So it's gonna. So I have to make a con save now.
Yes.
Okay.
So it takes the 6 damage regardless, but it has to make a
Yep.
con save now.
It takes the 6 damage and makes the con save as it attempts to try and take using one of its head to try and pull out this hot metal spear in it.
Was it
Makes sense.
DC 12 or something?
It's whatever
What?
is cast
14.
easy. Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, it could not pull the harpoon
Yeah.
out.
Good. Fuck you, buddy.
Tried to use the dead head to take it out.
So it has disadvantage, and then I can do that fire damage as my bonus action on each of my turns for the next minute.
does
Hell
it make
yeah.
a con save on each of its turns?
On each
That's
of
the
his
part I don't know. Is
If a
because
creature is holding or wearing an object and takes damage from it, so it looks like you can do it
So
every time it
every
takes
time-
damage from it.
Yes. Okay.
So when he uses his bonus action to deal the damage, you make the save again.
I
Okay.
would think that would make
Yep.
thematically make sense.
Sounds good.
And then I'm gonna step to the side over here and not leave its reach, but give Tehran some room. And cast Bardic Inspiration on Tehran, since he's right next to me.
so it has disadvantage on all checks now.
Yes, till my next turn.
Oh, thank God.
Saves and attacks. And that's it. Mark off Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. Sounds good. With that, it's gonna be
Disadvantage
Davos'
on
turn.
attack rolls and ability checks.
If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of.
Yeah, I
your
thought he
next
said
turn.
something about saves, so I was curious. Okay.
Oh, it's sorry, it's ability checks, not saves. I thought I saw saves in
Oh.
there.
Ooh.
Saves would have been really OP.
It's
All
already
right.
fucking ridiculous, that spell. Oh, you're wearing plate armor that takes 10 minutes to take off? Get fucked.
Yeah, get fucked.
You're a baked potato now.
And then this is kind of the loophole in it. It's like if it's a monster that doesn't have metal in it, first act, your first turn would be jab a dagger in it, and then the second turn would be to cast heat metal. So
All right, T-Ron.
All right, Davos
Or Davos.
or Davos or Taran.
Where is Davos? Did we skip over him? I don't see him in the stack.
You don't see him in the
Where'd he
stack?
go?
Where is he?
can you go?
He's in my stack. Oh. Hang on.
I got a 3. I'm with Nicola. Or sorry, with Tehran.
You
so-
are on my screen as next.
Okay. Then that's weird.
Davos is a 0 on mine, I guess.
Okay. I just re-added him.
All right.
All right.
So I get upstairs, see the Hydra on the mast. I'm gonna spread my hands out. My black ball of fire is gonna pull in my hands, and I'm gonna toss it at the Hydra. Chromatic orb, not fireball. I promise you.
Thank God.
Oof.
All right, a 20 hits, and it does 25 fire damage.
Yep.
Yeah, we're
Fuck.
walloping on this.
Yeah.
We were just dunking on this thing.
Yes.
Oh, and I'm not done yet.
Get him.
Because then I'm going
Bust
to
it.
use my sorcery points, and I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on it.
Combo breaker.
Okay.
Oh, soulmates.
Yeah, indeed.
That's 1 and 2.
15.
Yeah, 15 might not hit though.
Okay. The first one misses. The first one hits. The second one misses.
Okay.
2 more force.
All right. That is my turn.
All right. Give me 1 second. All right. So then it is Tehran's turn.
Okay, I will kind of shake off the frost that is breath left on me, and just see like it all just kind of like slough off and turn to mist. And I will draw up like a sickly green energy from my hand, and you'll see like a torrent of like kind of howling spirits kind of circle around me. I will cast Spirit Shroud.
Okay.
It's just when I deal damage to him, I can deal an extra D8 of cold or necrotic or radiant damage to him. Tries to see what it starts. His turn within 10 feet of me has its speed reduced by 10 too. So
Looks like you choose it when you cast the spell. So
Yep.
which one are you doing?
I choose necrotic. And then I will grasp my sword with 2 hands and I will swing at him.
Okay.
You have reach?
Well, I'll move in 5.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yep.
Does a 27 hit?
A 27 does hit.
Okay. He takes 18 magical damage. Oh wait, no.
You didn't
Pull
do
3 off that.
Hexblade.
15. I'm not hexblade cursed.
Okay.
Keelan's like, and a second Hydra shows up.
And
It
there
rolls
was,
out to the sea.
his mom shows up. It has 7 heads and 400 HP. You fuckers. And then,
It's calling out as it dies for sure.
Cast.
Kraken.
Cast. Oh, it rolls 1 of each. So I guess I take the necrotic one. Wow, that sucks. It does an extra 1 necrotic damage. Cool. And
Takes
then,
it.
Yeah.
Every
so-
hit counts, man.
Yeah. So that's 16 total, Keelan. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know why the fuck it rolls like that. That's my bad. And then I'll pull the sword out and I will swing at him. I'll hack at one of his other heads again. It's a 16 hit.
A 16 does not hit.
Oof. All right. And that's the end of my turn, essentially. Yeah, that's it. So he
Okay.
takes, yeah, okay, 16.
All right. With that, Nicola, you are up.
Did the crew heed my advice of them getting the fuck up here and helping us at all?
The crew was coming over to help you reload the ballista when they were starting to work their way up towards the stairs and whatnot. When the Hydra came up and basically sat above the ballista, and they said, "Fuck this shit," and they ran off.
What a bunch of bitches.
You can see Captain Ochi prepping herself on her side of the boat if the Hydra were to come closer, but she is maintaining course or attempting to maintain course as to not navigate the boat into any ice flows.
Okay.
And it's tough with the big nose dipped down into the ice water almost.
Right.
So it's putting a little bit of strain on the boat.
All right. I will, in that case, I guess, kind of stay, I don't know, on top of behind the ballista, but I will cast Firebolt at the big scary thing in front of me.
Okay.
Keelan, just one thing about Spirit Shroud. Anything that takes its damage cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
So hang on. So
Hydra can't gain hit points until Tehran's next turn.
Anything dealt damage by Spirit Shroud, the spell that I cast, so I hit with an attack, it takes the extra damage, and when it takes the extra damage, it cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Or you can break concentration.
Well, it doesn't matter. Even if you break
No.
concentration, I think that's independent.
Maybe.
Okay.
All right, and I'm assuming a 14 doesn't hit.
14 does not hit.
Okay.
Sorry.
Then I will kind of, can I attempt to hide behind this ballista without going out of its reach?
I mean, you can crouch down, but it still sees you.
Okay. Well, I will attempt to take some form of cover behind it.
Okay.
As much as I can, because his first attack hurt a little bit.
Okay. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but after Davos's chromatic orb hit, you guys did see a second head fall limp.
Good to know.
So, all right, Nicola, ends your turn.
Yep.
So you crouch down. All right, Kohi, you are up.
Yeah. We are going to do. Is it ranged? Yeah, it's ranged. Things right on top of me, unfortunately. So I'm going to do inflict wounds at first level. Hey, how's it going?
Waiting for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey.
Now everybody's excited.
Oh my god.
Fuck yes.
Good lord.
Jesus, we're just breakdancing on this bitch.
Fucking hard. God.
Thing's gonna look like Tiger Woods.
31 necrotic damage
Plus me.
on a first level fucking inflict wounds.
I don't know. I don't know what the plus means actually. Does that mean he heals? No. I wonder what the plus means for the damage.
It might be okay. He does heal half, right? Isn't that how that
That's
works?
only a vampiric touch.
That's
Oh, never mind. Okay.
So I wonder what that plus means.
This thing's gonna fuck us up.
Okay.
Positive versus negative damage.
Okay.
Yeah, positive damage.
All right. So as you inflict 31 points of necrotic damage, you see a third head kind of fall limp on this Hydra. And it is its turn now. And as you watch and kind of start to not celebrate, but smile with the emphasis in which your hits have been connecting with this Hydra, all of a sudden you see that you feel this Hydra kind of rear up and like with its three limp heads kind of dangling there, and with an icy roar you feel this just kind of the entire ship grow just like 10 degrees colder as the Hydra kind of pulls in cold air from the area around it, and 2 of the heads begin to kind of grow back a little bit. And there are now 4 heads staring at you, roaring, pissed off and angry. The fire damage that you guys were doing to it did not do what you thought it was going to do.
Oh,
I need everybody to run like towards the back of the ship as soon as possible, please.
It's got 4 heads. It can make 4 opportunity attacks.
Yeah. Also, fireball is a radius. You could put it above our heads and still hit it.
Yeah, it can only blow
Oh,
up
that's right, it
the
is above
fucking
us,
mass.
It's a sphere. You're good. Do some trigonometry. You'll figure out how to hit it without hitting any of us.
I didn't pay attention.
And so
It's Sokotoa.
The first head is going to raise back and breathe an icy blast of bone-chilling cold air at you, Quixotic, as you took out one of its first heads.
Fuck that guy.
What does it look like? Is it a line or a cone or?
It is a 5-foot wide line.
It's a rope.
It's a fucking icy Kamehameha.
The nope rope.
All right, so Quixotic, I need you to make a dex saving throw.
That should be okay.
All right, you save, but you still take half of this.
Oh, you don't have evasion yet. Oh, those aren't great numbers.
No. All right, so you take half of 15 cold damage.
Does that count as an attack, or what is that? A spell?
It's an attack.
Okay, so
No,
then I can still.
So
It can.
I don't know if you can have from uncanny dodge. Oh, look at
I don't know. All right, no, I was just asking. All right, so 15 or half of 15.
Okay. All right. The second head is going to rear back and who took it? It was Dapos who took out the second head, right? It's going to
disadvantage on attacks. So
that's fine. That's totally fine. The second head is going to rear back and send an icy blast towards Noel. I'm going to say is down below deck underneath.
Pussy.
Yeah, right. As he's like, hey, have you seen this thing up here? And he says, basically, the second head is going to make an icy blast at you, Dafos. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I die.
It is only attacks, Rob. So it's with weapons.
Yeah, that's why I was. Well, technically, you can have a spell attack.
Ow!
Which requires an attack roll and not a save.
That was why I was asking.
not a save. Yep.
All right. So Dafos, you take 20 cold damage. And the third head is going to Kohi. You did the last large amount to it. I was going to make a breath attack at you.
That's not cool.
So I need you to make a dex
save.
Yep.
I'm pretty ish too.
Not good at those.
Hydra? A
Big
dragon
fucking
type?
hulking turtles.
No.
Not good at those.
I don't know.
Seems kind of dragony.
That's pretty good.
I think a Hydra is probably a monstrosity.
Uh,
Rob, confirm or deny?
monstrosity.
Okay.
You do not save Kohi, and you take 23 cold damage.
All right,
Yeah,
he's
they are
pissed, got
just
it.
fucking breathing on you guys. Holy shit.
And the fourth head, because it did not regain the hit points that it was expecting after this necrotic shroud enveloped it, is
Breathe
going
on
to
me, you dumb fucking animal.
take a bite out of you.
Oh, a bite? Ah, shit.
Yeah.
That's easier to hit me with. I don't
Three
like
breath weapons, man. And then you get at least you get the chomp.
Yeah, it depends. We
What's
probably
your
won't do
chomp?
25 damage to me in a chomp. Probably.
The 17 hit?
17 hits me. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Only 6.
Oh, it has disadvantage on attack rolls, doesn't it?
Is it?
Yep.
All right.
Because it has a fiery poker in its neck or whatever.
It
Yeah,
does.
heat metal.
10 does
doesn't
not hit.
All right.
I remembered.
Still reeling from the hot metal poker in it. As it tries to go for you, Tehran, it does not.
I'll
Um,
deflect the head as it drives down at me.
all
Oh,
right.
I have a thing too. I have Barry's razor. I can jump out and get it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Chop, 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 chop.
So a +5 to hit. Do this.
The thing takes off and runs away at the end, and
Slicing
the
'em up.
razor
Chop,
just
chop,
the
chop.
razor just takes off after it, and you never see it again.
It's just gonna keep trying to chomp on him.
Yeah.
And then I do a
Constant nagging
D4 roll. Hey.
Nice.
That's good. Look at that.
God, we can't miss tonight.
All right. Because I got attacked. And so it's just
Alright.
gonna keep poking at him.
Nice. You see this razor kind of go up and start to slash everywhere. All right. And that
Go on, little fella.
is going to end its turn.
Alice's turn.
My turn. I'm going to bonus action enter a rage. I'm not willing to risk it by letting this thing dive off the ship and take my magic javelin with it. Not doing it.
I could do a fuckload of damage to it.
Not. I don't want to lose it.
Okay,
I just got it. Not going in after it.
fair enough. Rage.
So I'm gonna because it didn't. My spell didn't work so good last time, so that pisses me off a whole bunch.
Whole bunch.
So I'm gonna enter a rage, and I don't have advantage on it anymore, right?
Not currently.
So I'm also gonna be feeling pretty reckless as I attack it with my halberd.
Gonna hack you.
I'm gonna hack away, hack a smacka,
Choppa choppa.
get him.
23 hits.
Eat them all.
Did it break?
Click
No, it went.
the button,
All of those things are correct.
Okay.
and
So it takes 11 damage.
I
Yes.
will extra attack, please.
Okay.
Not divine fury, so we do not have to do extraneous math for no reason. I suppose that's what extraneous means.
A 20 hits.
Takes another 15.
Okay.
And as I have already done my bonus action, I cannot hit him with the other end. So I believe that ends my turn.
How much damage did you do to that?
26.
26. As
There.
you make your second slash, a second head falls limp on this Hydra.
So 3 total now?
2 total.
Oh, 2 total.
It regrew too.
It regrew 2 heads.
I thought it was
had
down
two.
to 2.
It had 2.
Yeah,
And then
It was
retreated,
down
so
to
it's
2
4.
and regrew
Down to
2,
2,
so it's up
got
to
2
4,
more,
and
so
then
it's
it
at
lost
4.
1.
Last one, so it's at 3.
Yes, it has 3 heads alive.
I thought you were implying that it lost 3 heads.
No. Sorry.
Okay.
Come for your heads, bitch.
Alice, is that in your turn?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Doodly doodly.
With that, Kozatik, it is your turn.
I will do the thing. I am officially out of its reach as it attacked me with a opportunity, or attempted to attack me with an opportunity attack, correct?
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Dude, spin that fucking catapult around.
30. Yeah, right. Well, I don't know
You're
if I can
smart,
sneak
man.
attack with it. I don't think I can sneak attack with a catapult, and I think I did more damage than a ballista last time. So
I hear you
I'm-
ask if you could sneak attack with a ballista.
so when I sneak attack with my ballista, no. All right. I'm gonna move to there.
Are you proficient with the catapult?
Fuck you. It's just a big bow and arrow, right? Work with me here.
Maybe.
There's a string. Something shoots out of it. It's a bow. All right. I'm gonna move there. I'm do my You know what? I'm going to use my bonus action to look around in case there's any hidden creatures, meaning a second one sneaking up on us.
Okay.
As I can.
Make that perception check.
Nope.
Hey, you don't think there's anything else showing up?
Yeah, it seems fine. I'm going to make that longbow attack then.
All right.
And
Do it.
Kathunk. I still got allies near it, so I still get my... Oh, that's not going to hit.
12 does not hit.
No, it does not. Use my bonus, use my move, use my action. I am done.
All right. With that, it is Monty's turn.
All right. Bonus action to do 2d8 damage, I guess. Sorry, that's what it was. And then it'll make its con save. So let me roll the 2d8. I'll just do it in here. So 7 makes its con save. DC 14.
Okay. And as it takes this fiery damage, the body of the Hydra, it seems to be a little bit too much for it, and the Hydra falls limp onto the deck of the hate tracker.
All right.
How the fuck are we gonna get this back in the sea?
Well, poof.
Now we hack it up for bits.
Meat.
Meat. Yeah, I was gonna say we barbecue.
Food.
Cook it.
No.
Barbecue.
Eat it.
It
If
ran
we
out
keep
of
it-
health points.
Yeah. If we keep it warm enough, will it keep regrowing meat
Will
for
it
the
get
rest
us
of the
high?
trip?
Well,
Well,
wait,
it's very
someone
cold.
heal it.
Right.
No.
Raise it.
No.
Raise it back up.
About
You cut the
no.
head off and then
No.
let it regrow heads. And it's just like
Infinite meat.
Right. We've got like
we
a
put it in a
Hydra
bag of
farm.
holding and take it with us.
it's
It doesn't work
industrial
that way.
farming, but it's one
It's
animal.
Hydra farming.
We're gonna have
Right.
to.
No.
It's a
We gotta put it in a
hydroponic
cage
farming.
like a
Domain
chicken.
Grave Domain Cleric's not doing that.
Hydroponic farming. Come on. I
It
like
needs to
it.
be dead.
We're on water. It's a Hydra.
I'll look for the captain. Where is she?
Ochi is she's standing at the helm of the ship, sword out and ready, but definitely maintaining course of the hate tracker.
I'll yell out to her. Is this typical?
Seer, take a deep breath. Well, not typical, but it's not out of the question. Usually we try to we avoid such monstrosities here in the sea.
I'm glad the ship wasn't damaged in any way, and everyone is safe. In a more "you're welcome" tone.
Feels like you're leading the witness there.
Can I?
I'm gonna peek downstairs.
Saran
and make
wants
sure
to thank you.
Can I do one thing real quick?
Sure.
Because this was my next move, and I'm not even joking about this. I was going to cast 2 fireballs in 1 round.
Holy shit.
I just want to see what would have happened.
The ship would have gone up in flames, probably. Is what would
No,
happen.
he can target above the ship.
Yeah.
Hey, the masts and all the sails would have gone up in flames.
Why
Yes.
do you pick one?
Because some spells require physical components, and
Well,
if you don't have them,
but
you
why
can't.
bad shit?
Oh my god, look
so
at that.
sulfur?
Used
I
as
don't
part of.
know.
No, it's when
It's
the
the fire
guano
starter.
combines with sulfur. It
Fertilizer.
it's
Yeah,
explosive.
it's
I think.
fertilizer,
Yeah.
nitrites.
You just
Yeah,
imagine
that's
that.
what it is.
That's 8d6.
Fuck yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
All right. I'm gonna pop my head downstairs and make sure the
Yeah, level
prisoners are still
5.
where they're supposed to be, and they didn't try and take advantage of the situation.
Good idea.
Make me a perception check.
I will
do
come
that.
with you. I will come with you. So you shouldn't be doing that alone.
I don't want to be, so I'm all right.
I'm gonna be
Why?
poking.
I
sure.
rolled a
Just
terrible
poking the
perception
meat.
check.
Why do we need all this meat?
I
have
am
30
with you,
pounds of
so
graham crackers.
I'm assisting you, Rob.
Okay.
Your Hydra
Oh, okay.
tastes
You're
like something.
assisting me. Got it. All right. Well, then I'll just roll again. There we go. That is the same number.
Well,
As far as you can tell, you count 4 prisoners downstairs still in their cells.
And where's the first mate?
He is underneath,
Yes,
kind
fucked
of
off.
in the bow of the ship,
Okay.
underneath the ballista.
I do not remember his name. What is his name? Monsieur First Mate, the
Number
Hydra
one.
is dead.
Number one.
Noel.
Noel.
Yeah.
Noel.
And
Does
he's
Monty
a-
lean over and say that, or does one of the crew members say it? Because I say that out
Noel.
loud. I do not remember his name.
Mr. First Mate. His name's Noel.
Noel. Noel. The Hydra is dead.
He says, thanks, that was, these things are fucking terrifying.
I appreciate you making sure the ship did not spring a leak from the massive weight of it. Thank you very much.
I'm glad you kept things well down here below. Yeah.
I want to yell out again. Before we push this overboard, is it good meat?
Can we get like
There's
some
one way to
scales?
find out.
What kind of Hydra is this? Can we find that out?
Medium rare.
Yeah. Can we inspect the
Now
Hydra
it's
and see
dead.
if
We
it's
should
worth
figure out what it
anything?
is.
Like meat or goop or whatever it's got in it.
Yeah, make me a
Can I make a
knowledge-
nature check?
Nature?
make me a nature check.
Is
I'm
that
pretty
your
good at those.
wheelhouse? That's
Honestly.
your wheelhouse.
Nope, not mine.
No.
Survival is my deal.
Oh, that's right. Survival.
We should get a tooth or something.
And religion, right? Something like a religion.
How
Real
big is
calm.
its fucking
It was
head?
wedged between a 19 and a 3. Fuck.
How big is its fucking head?
Tyron's
alright.
gonna get
Its
sick.
fucking head
I'm not even gonna try to
compared
guidance you with that one.
compared to its
Fucking neck.
eating head.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, like its head is the size. It's probably a good 20 inches wide or so.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking,
Around.
like, could we make like? Oh, well, and I guess how big it has claws? I'm assuming on its feet. Like, I'm just thinking if I could make a dagger out of any and or all of those.
Is it a
things.
slithery or a walking one?
It is
Flying
It's a
Hydra?
walking one. But looking at it with a 16 nature check, looking at its legs, between its kind of claws, like you see webbing between there, like it was meant for swimming, and kind of looking at it. I mean, that's you guys know that hydras generally. Seeing a hydra in the cold water is unusual, and you know that a hydra like this that would breathe cold breath out of its mouth, it's not like anything you've really seen before. You've heard stories of sea monsters similar to this, but not a lot of confirmation of something like this before.
So overboard then.
No, I don't recommend eating this thing. It's still kind of cold to the touch.
I can't tell.
You touch it with your hands.
Yeah, I'll touch it with my hands.
Okay.
I'll touch it with my phone.
You take 3 cold damage.
Cool.
That hurt.
Flavor damage.
Flavor damage.
Mm.
Just right.
Yeah,
It's a
Tastes like-
3 damage
Are
Hydra.
we
That'll
supposed to
be
be
well.
taking that while we were attacking it?
No.
wasn't
Oh,
touching
it's
us.
fuzzy damage. Gotcha.
If it would be like grappling us, that'd been a problem.
Yeah, that
Like
would.
that fucking tornado bitch.
Let's see
all right,
here.
let's just.
Mm,
I'll,
I go-
I'll do my best to heave it overboard.
My hand gets
Well,
stuck and I
I
peel it
want a
off like a
trophy.
cold metal post. Like
Yeah.
Like, dare you to touch your tongue to it.
Whole
Bet you
layer of
can't
skin
do
comes
it.
off your turtle hand. You're like,
Ellis, can you lop off one of the feet before it goes over?
Sure. You lop off one of the feet, and it stays laying on the deck.
And regrows into a whole new Hydra roll initiative.
I don't want,
The foot
some
grows
claws or
2 heads.
something.
little baby heads. They're like
It's like a
tree.
Right.
Baby Hydra do 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 do. Baby Hydra do 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 do.
How they would do this?
Roll to safe. Do, do, do.
So,
1d6
I
All right, so
will-
Rob, I guess marking your inventory that you have a Hydra foot. I mean, boys, what are you doing with it?
You have a big ice cube
I
on the side.
kind
of
of
your
want to see if I can
belt.
figure out how to get the claws made into some sort of dagger or something.
Okay.
I'll look at some of the crew members. I'm like, you have ways to rig pulleys off the mast and so forth, right?
It says
Pulley,
yes.
what's that?
And the nettings and stuff like that too.
Yeah, you have ways to hoist things. I'll work the rope around the body because it doesn't seem to be hurting me, and I'll tie it up so we can hoist it off and dump it in the water.
So they
Eldritch Blast, we could just shove it.
You want to shove it and take a bunch of D4s of damage?
He's doing Eldritch Blast to it.
Okay.
Just to,
I'm just throwing baseballs at a body I'm trying to move like it's helping. Like, thanks.
I think eventually we'd either punch it overboard or we'd just have holes in it. So.
We can't touch it.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, but how many of us here know Eldritch Blast? 4?
Kinetic energy can be turned into thermal energy. How hard do we have to hit it to cook it?
I'm not doing that tonight.
I'm about to say, none. Or Nicola, can you line a bind fodder for us, please? Then.
Yeah, right.
Bonfire on
wooden
a
ship. Bad idea.
Yeah,
Real
good
shit.
call.
Well, you could tie one of the ballista rounds to it.
Just
put a
force-
rope and just punch it right into an iceberg and let it just as we keep rolling on.
Just leave the body hanging from the iceberg.
Yeah, that might not be a
like bait.
bad idea. Tie something around it and get a fire ballista off the side.
It's not gonna have enough force to throw a fucking Hydra body. Just
pulley
push
hoist.
it.
You don't know that.
No,
Hoist
as the
it or
boat
something.
keeps
Pulley
going,
it.
as the boat goes
Pulley.
by, it'll just drag it off.
Got it.
Literally ends of like masts and where they hold sails have pulleys on them for hoisting cargo on and off. I'm literally giving Keelan, please give me a rope from the thing that lifts shit and I will tie it to it so that we can drag it off the fucking ship.
Yeah,
Done.
that's the
know
they
if
have
it's-
been
They're working on it.
the crewmen
too
have
heavy.
been
All of you are just like fucking bunch of dipshit foremans talking about doing a job
It's
that's
too
already
heavy to
being
lift from
done.
the. It's too heavy, isn't it?
I don't know.
Well,
How heavy-
well,
how
fucking don't
heavy
be
is a
fucking being a
net full of
blowhard then. It's like fucking monstrosity. It's lifted by the boat.
You crack the mainsail and you're stranded here. For
with
the
the
roll for
Don't fuck
cannibalism.
up my boat was the number one rule.
And
You
the
didn't ask the Hydra to come.
motherfuckers,
Hilarious.
Oh,
And-
yeah,
and this
let
is-
him talk.
the
man.
seamen
See him talk.
on board the ship rig up pulleys and snatch blocks to pull the Hydra, the body of the Hydra, towards the edge, and they like the idea of taking a ballista bolt and tying it to it and shooting it into a glacier to make the final pull off of it, because after seeing Kohi pull his skin off of the Hydra after touching it, none of them are
Everyone
wanting to
gets
touch
right.
it. You guys all win.
Everyone
Great.
wins.
I don't win.
Doesn't feel like I won.
You already won though. You won the
No.
cage match fights. So
It's true.
You guys successfully defeated the Hydra.
and
as
we
you guys-
solved the Hydra off the boat puzzle.
Mhm.
Yeah, we get experience for solving that puzzle.
Right.
You get
I
5
held up-
experience points.
I held out my
Yay.
other claw and my razor goes right into it and put it in my shell.
Oh yeah,
Good job.
that thing makes me uncomfortable. I don't like it.
Good.
We need Todd shit right there.
Go cut up my graham crackers now.
He's just sitting there like slicing his graham crackers and eating them.
Exactly.
He watches us.
It just floats
And
right
we-
up to my mouth. It's
And
great.
we had trust you to heal us when we die. Mm.
Get him,
That's
razor.
Somebody bad
They're
mouth
not dead
Kobe.
enough. Get them. Get them. Finish them off. Make it quicker. I need these corpses.
Just a
So I
little
can
yappy
do
dog
my
that
full
just
healing.
bites your ankles.
Right.
Guys,
And with that, you guys, the boat continues to sail west. A little bit further on, you guys see a large glacier-looking iceberg. It's far enough out that you guys are able to navigate around it, but like as you guys look at it, you guys see kind of almost a cavern type looking into it.
How large is the glacier? Like, is it huge or is it just moderately sized?
I mean, it's probably 3 times as long as the boat. It's probably about 300 feet long and probably about 100 feet wide or so.
It looks like there's like a cavern entrance on it.
Just a little bit of cavern, and you hear Captain Ochi go, "That's likely the spot where that monstrosity called home." And she kind of steers the ship a little bit further, kind of to make a little bit wider berth of it.
They have like a communal relationship, or are they the treasure hoarders? Like, what kind of are we talking about here?
Make me a knowledge.
I mean, we're not going to do anything with this. I will make the knowledge check because I'm curious, but
we find out they take gold with them when they go back home. I mean, yeah,
I'm gonna roll the thing, but we're gonna have to convince the captain about this shit. Knowledge what? What do you want?
History check?
I will do that. That's kind of something I do.
I'll give it to
you. 15.
A 15. Hydras, while they look similar to dragons and have similar breath weapon traits, they don't necessarily have the same intelligence as a dragon, and most of them do not kill to gather large hoards of gold, to the best of your knowledge.
Okay, so we're gonna likely find a pile of bones and not hoard a treasure.
Yeah. Bones sometimes have treasure associated with them, but
yeah, if they'd have dragged me off, you'd have found boots of springing and striding in the corpses. So there.
Yep, we certainly would have went after your corpse and made sure you had a proper burial. Rob.
Oh.
Yep, sort of, definitely.
Yeah.
This one didn't try and drag Tehran off. That was a good thing.
Yeah, that's nice. I didn't get grappled.
There was no hold person. Yep.
No grapple, paralyzed, and then dragged off to its lair.
I almost picked hold person out of honor for you, Colin, as instead I picked heat metal, which came in a lot handy because
heat metal is so fucking good.
Yeah, I couldn't use hold person on a Hydra because it's not a person.
So the rest of the day seems to go by without much else of an issue. The damage that was done to the ship, you see the crewmen of the ship kind of making small repairs to it. They take pride in their boat and the shape in which they keep it. But while they are working to repair it, they are not angry with you guys, and they're thankful for you guys dispatching the Hydra.
Benefited us too.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do today? Any light reading or chit-chatting? Otherwise, night will come at some point soon.
One nap.
In the hole for me.
You doing shifts again?
Gotta go sleep off that
I'll
cold
nap
breath.
first, but yeah. I took a couple of minor hits.
I'll stay up for a bit. Alice is going to sleep.
I'll nap and then I'll do a couple of shifts.
Okay. Sounds good. So then I need whoever making the first watch to make me a perception check.
All right. This might be the one.
Believe in you.
Is that a 5? 6.
Yeah, look at you, dude. Look
That's
at
what
you
we call
go.
on brand.
Yes.
At least he's consistent.
I'm gonna roll.
It's a
I'm gonna roll a
thing.
d6 too.
Tarad, it's been a real roller coaster of the past few
7.
days, and between the attempted kidnapping of the Ashmadai outside of Neverwinter, the missing body of Galander, and this large monstrosity, your mind wanders a little bit as you take watch, and
As it tends to do.
you keep an eye out. You're looking at the horizon to see what you can see as the sun is setting. But while you're looking out there, you're just you're staring past whatever you're looking at, and just wondering how and why the things that you've encountered are happening. And you pause for a second, and you think you see something up ahead, but it's just another ice flow, and in the end, it's endless ice flows that you guys are moving through.
Oh. Go just wake up a random crewman unless somebody said they wanted to take a watch.
I was in on that action.
Yeah, I'll wake up Quicks.
Okay. You head downstairs and you gently enter into the room that Kozatik was meditating in, and you shake him out of it a little bit.
I'd knock on the wall. I wouldn't fuck with them.
No, it's whatever. Thank you. Yeah, he doesn't like.
Yeah.
All right.
You go ahead and go take your watch. I'm gonna go sit.
That sounds like a good idea. All right. I'll do what I did last time. Like I said, I don't like being there, but I will patrol again. Did anyone else want to do a watch at the same time, or are we good?
I'll do the second shift if you're doing 2 shifts. All right, I'll join you on this one. That's fine. I'll join you on this one.
Sure. Okay, so I'll pick you up and we'll do a thing.
You can do the rolls though. I will assist you, and then
You're assisting. You said okay.
Yep. Yeah. This is your cup of tea. So I will trust you to be the eyes, and I'll just help you look for little things.
Hey, what's that?
What's
that? Hey, what's that?
Watching the prisoners and heading back up top and kind of looking out amongst the sea and seeing this kind of ever flowing ice that you find yourself in right now. You don't notice anything else. You don't see any other ice movements similar to the Hydra from earlier in the day. And looking over the prisoners, they all seem to just kind of be just trying to stay as warm as they can in the small tunics that they wear.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
who wears short tunics?
If Monty's watching, he, like I said, Quixotic becomes visibly uncomfortable as he's walking through the prisoner area, and then seems to be cold but more at ease when he goes.
I mentioned I could cast heat metal, but I don't. They'd be warm for like a second and then they'd be uncomfortable, and I don't know if that would really do the job.
Desired effect.
Yeah, I don't know if
that have the desired effect.
I look at him and say, I don't know if that would be a good idea.
Yeah, like I don't like this as much as you do. It doesn't feel right.
Doubt that, but yes, it is an unfortunate situation that they ended up here. So, all right, yep. Well, third shift then, I guess.
Yep, third shift.
Okay. Did anyone want third shift, or am I doing that? Just me.
You guys send it out to the crew. I mean, they're doing their own shit too.
Yeah, I'll wander around regardless.
Yeah, I can do third shift again.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it with Nicola then.
Okay. Yes, make me a perception check.
Nicola, you want to roll your own, or?
My perception checks are not great, so I can certainly assist you in
If you
look
want.
acting.
Otherwise, you can feel free to roll your own too. I wouldn't.
I'll while you're looking, I'll like point out all of the cool things about the ship.
I do appreciate that.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, looking about the ship, I mean, like you see Nicola pointing out like how they're loading things into the ship and kind of how the different holds work, and you see, you hear the kind of banging of the ice on the outside of the ship as the ship continues to float through and break through the ice flows that are the sea of ever-moving ice.
Okay.
But the rest of your watch ends unabated.
Cool. So the morning comes. Thank you for keeping me company, Nicola. And thank you for the tour. I will commit this to memory. And I will attempt to remember as much of the lingo and locations as I can that he mentions.
Sounds good. All right, with that, the third day arrives, and Kozatek, feeling a little bit better about how your knowledge of the ship after having been given a brief tour by Nicola, I would like you to make me a D20 roll.
Oh, I will do that. Like this.
Okay.
Ooh, 4.
Yeah. Hopefully there's a little bit bigger spread in that spreadsheet or dice randomization total.
The bottom 5 are monsters.
Yeah, right.
Kosatic, I need you to roll me a D100.
Ooh,
exciting. I did it in...
You're going through a flow chart.
Yeah, I did it in roll 20, so I guess I'll just do that again. D100, you said?
Yep.
5, sir. If you please.
Okay. Yep. Give me 1 second. And I need you. Nope, I don't need you to do anything else.
Are you sure you don't want me to roll another one?
I am sure.
What in the fuck is fudge? Under the D100 on the dice in roll 20, there's a thing that just says fudge.
You just
I
make
think
it
you
whatever
just
you
pick
want.
a number. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
1DF.
You give the idea of a roll. You give the illusion of a roll, and you say, "I rolled a 95."
-1.
Yeah, but it doesn't let me choose anything. It's just random.
Maybe it's more of a DM thing. I don't know.
The fuck? The
5
fuck am I looking at?
dice
Sorry, go on.
down to fuck. Okay. The weather so far on this trip has been quite nice. You hear Captain Ochi even comment that, like, as you guys kind of begin to come upon the cape of the basically where you guys are going to start to turn north and start heading deeper into the sea of moving ice. You guys, she even comments that, like, in the next day or two is usually when she begins to see the night aurora shine overhead and not necessarily abate when she expects morning to arrive. And while you guys are not there yet, she does comment that this seems like unusually calm weather for travel. The day seems to pass without much of an issue until just after lunch. You hear her say, be careful off the edge of the boat. And you kind of see, as you look over to the port side of the boat, you see just kind of like this a small fish kind of come up to the surface, and a second and a third and a fourth, and eventually you see hundreds of small fish kind of coming up to the surface and gulping at something, and you aren't quite sure. And as you make a closer look, you see these fish they have these tiny little teeth, and you're like looking closer, and you hear Ochi come up behind you, and she says, "And be careful how far I lean over the side of the boat. These fish are known to not to have a taste for meat." And she says, these swarms of fish up here are usually signs of larger prey leaving some sort of leftovers for them to eat. And you kind of looking at them, and you get the sense that if you were to assign them some sort of name, they would look similar to piranhas, if out of game.
Like a cold water piranha, basically.
Cold water piranha, a swarm of cold water piranha.
Hmm.
As you get a little bit further along, you see another swarm of cold water piranha so another swarm of fish on the starboard side of the boat, and kind of you see another one and another one, and they kind of seem to be becoming more frequent. You don't see necessarily what they're eating, but they're feeding on something and fighting over it.
I did plop my perception check in the thing for the day, and
Yep.
okay, so I just can't pick out what they're eating, but they're getting more frequent.
They're seemingly more frequent as you guys continue on throughout the afternoon. But the rest of the day seems to pass without any more issue, and eventually they seem to kind of begin to become less frequent and less frequent as you continue forward.
Okay. I asked the captain as she walks over, so how much longer do you think this trip will be, in estimation?
She says, if we make good time, generally we plan for 6 days, and we're about halfway there.
Okay.
We're halfway there.
Living on a boat.
Living with a cleric.
Yeah. All right.
So, she says, we're making the best time that we can up the Revel's End, but ultimately there's only so much we can do with the ice and the other extenuating circumstances of which we find ourselves in.
It makes sense.
So.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Night begins to find you guys again, and this time she says, "Why don't you guys take the rest tonight? The crew will. While we appreciate it, we understand that sleep is a necessity for all peoples." And she basically is giving you guys the night off from needing to make perception checks.
I'll take it.
Take it.
So you guys find a rest in the below deck, and it finds you easily as you guys are still somewhat recovering from the shock of the Hydra from the day before.
Freaking Hydras.
As you guys have been a few days without large encounters. And you guys wake up the next day to the smell, to a smell of like cooked salted fish from above deck as the crew are making a breakfast fit for a Norseman. You see salted fish eggs, a number of other dishes that you're unfamiliar with, but they have an odd fermented aroma to them. They invite you to eat with them and share amongst their many Northman traditions of eating on the ship here.
Okay. I will take them up on this offer.
And they look to you, Kohi, and they say, "This is your first time on a ship?"
Don't like boats.
We've come to notice that, and they say it's been said that eating these salted fish eggs will tend to settle the stomach and help give you the legs of a true man of the sea, true person of the sea at that.
Take my claw and kind of look at him.
So you pick up this large claw full of like bright red looking fish eggs and whatnot, and you kind of as you put it into your mouth, like they're a little bit aghast you took such a large clawful, but as you swallow, you kind of feel a little bit of a sense of calm come over you as the essentially caviar hits the stomach lining and begins to kind of give you a little bit more confidence in your legs beneath you.
I start to make my way. Much obliged. I make my way up to the top of the deck.
Okay. And as you kind of come up for the day, I would like you to make me a D20 roll.
It's roll 20. Right in the middle.
Okay. Looking around, and as you kind of come up, the seas are calm today, eerily calm. Make me a D100 roll.
Eight.
Okay. It's calm as if the wind is slowing down, and you guys feel as though you're not making as much speed as you were the day before. But you hear Ochi say, "Don't worry, this is all planned for. Days like this happen. They're definitely
Doldrums.
We're still continuing to make some movement forward as we come around the edge of the spine of the world. But the wind is definitely not flowing with us as much as we as it was the previous days.
Worst case scenario, we have the ores, right?
She says the ores are, well, they definitely can help in open water, but amongst the ice
flows.
Thank you. Amongst the ice flows, it's a little bit more it's a little bit more hazardous to put the
You can break an ore.
the ores
Got
out.
it.
So, but the rest of the day continues without much of an issue, other than being a little bit slower than the previous days.
Now that Kohi's moving around, I'll come up to the top of the deck and hang over the side with him real quick. Hey, question for you. What do you know of the Shadowfell?
Typically, it's not a good thing.
Okay. Is it possible somebody can kind of go there a little bit in their dreams?
Been known to.
Because I think I did.
What'd you see?
Well, when we were in Luskan, it literally was in our room in the night, but everything was made of shadows. And so, like, my hand would pass through it, but I could see it, and it looked substantial, but it was just gray.
Anybody after you? Are you after them?
Well, I mean, no, but my magic is from that area, so I'm wondering, was I in my magic in the room, or was I in the Shadowfell?
Well, let me think of one question to ask, and maybe I can channel something to help you. In course
The
of
only thing I
action.
can really ask is, like, was I in the Shadowfell? But, or let me ask this: is there a way for me to get back to where I was? How about that?
Well, I want to use augury, so it's about what you plan to do with what you know, and whether it'll tell you whether it's a good idea, bad idea, or a little bit of both.
All right. If I continue exploring these dreams, is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Let's ask the bones.
Okay. The bones roll, and through the winds that you've been feeling throughout the day, as they've shifted, as you guys have begun to kind of begin to head north, deeper into the sea of moving ice. The winds pick up a little bit, but they're not as cold as they were before. These are southern winds moving in. And while they're stronger and a little bit more powerful than what you were feeling before, and add a little bit of cause for concern, the warmness is a little bit of a welcome feeling as it kind of cuts through the chill of the glacial ice around you. You think that it's a little bit that there's both positive and negative things that may come out of pursuing such investigations.
They clearly want you there. Whether they want you for good or bad is not clear.
Damn, that's fucking awesome.
Okay. So I guess I'll just continue seeing if these dreams lead somewhere.
I'd tread at your own risk.
Oh, obviously, like this isn't what I was expecting, but maybe this is going to tell me what I need to do for me finally.
Mm-hmm. It
Appreciate
can
it,
bring
Cody. Thank.
it can bring clarity, but it can consume you.
I appreciate this, Cody. Thank you. Cleared a little bit off my mind.
Augur's so good for flavor.
I like it.
And I'll go back to my little corner that I've claimed and continue writing in a journal that isn't actually being filled. It literally just looks like I'm writing because I'm just thinking, and this is just a way I think.
Okay. Again, Captain Ochi goes, feel free to take the night off from watching if you so please. The next few days, the darkness will be, the sunlight will be less visible as we begin to enter into Ariel's domain. And she invites you guys to spend another night below deck amongst each other, keeping warm for the evening. And as you guys wake up in the next morning, you guys come up to the deck, and what you see about you is a dim light, almost as if it was just before dawn, but you slept longer than what you normally would have, and thinking that you would wake up to a bright sunny day, if not a stormy day, but you were expecting to see the sun above. And as you come up to the deck, you get this kind of weird, eerie feeling as if something is hiding the sun from you. You think that you have transitioned into the area in which Ariel calls her domain. And that's where we're going to pick up for next time.
Yep, sounds good. The captain says this was normal.
We got sleepy Nebralskis.
I was gonna say someone told Colin.
Hey, sleepyhead. Nope.
Nope.
Are they both asleep?
Yep.
I think so.
Yes, they
Yeah,
are.
that's
Yes,
cute.
they are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
There you go.
Aw,
So,
That's adorable.
that is adorable.
do they have us
Just let 'em
muted?
loose.
No, I don't know.
I'm just going to keep
Who's-
recording until they...
I would. Yeah, this is hilarious.
Even the dog's asleep. It's cute. Who's gonna
There he is.
record
Oh.
or
Well
write the
done,
next thing?
Well
You
done.
are?
Yeah.
You're getting way too much joy from this.
Colin must have rolled a perception check in real life.
It's a 2.
It's a 2.
So,
He needs a pillow, man. Look at him. He's like,
This chair has a pillow.
I think we are on mute for them.
I
That's
think we are
okay.
too. That's right. He'll get this on the watch back.
Yeah, they will. So, are you guys enjoying the
Rime
ship
of the
travel?
Yeah, that
yeah.
Kraken was no fucking joke, but we made mincemeat out of it.
We had 2 crits on it, right?
I had a crit, and then
Yeah.
you did too.
God, that sneak attack crit was no fucking joke.
Yeah.
Not to mention my fireball was not.
Yeah.
Yeah, your chromatic orb was pretty good too.
Yeah, that chromatic orb was awesome.
And then
I
we
was like-
harpooned
I was really
it.
ready just to go like double fisted, like
So
explosion midair,
what's
Michael
your
Bay.
trick for 2
fireballs, and
fireballs?
just roast that thing.
What's your trick for 2 fireballs?
Twin spell.
Sorcery points.
Oh,
Right.
twin no, because twin spell requires a single target, doesn't it?
Oh, that's
I
right. It's not
I
a
think-
effect.
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, but You can
I could
was
twin
it quicken?
chromatic
You can
orb then.
quicken spell. You can fireball. Then
No, doesn't work that way.
what you call it? Not another fireball, but you can do a
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast or whatever.
Or I could twin chromatic orb or something like that.
Yeah, you can twin chromatic orb because it's an attack roll, but you
Yep,
can't twin.
I forgot that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we caught you on it. It's fine.
That's why I'm
ruined
That's
that
right.
damn
That's
thing.
why I'm keeping chromatic orb. It's gonna be
Yeah,
the level 1 spell I still have later on.
you got to get Melf's acid arrow,
No.
or don't. No one's gonna stop you.
Lightning bolt, counterspell, fly. All of those are coming.
All right, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I might.
I
pick up
have a
counterspell. I
counter
don't
spell
know.
too. I have dispel magic, so that can help us too.
No.
Yeah, but counterspell's a reaction.
Yeah, you're right. So
Someone ping him so
oh,
they can go to bed.
that's your
This
new
is
thing that
sad
you
to watch.
3D printed.
Yeah, this is the
yeah.
60, 70 plus hour
Oh,
3D
hang on.
print.
Wait, is that one of the
What?
ones I sent you, or is that?
It is not. This is one that I bought. I was trying to find the thing, the list that you had sent me. I could not find it.
I will send them again.
So
Yeah.
now that so this was what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this was like 15 different parts or so.
And then they
Yeah.
just kind of
Separately,
snap in
so.
together. Is that the idea?
Super glue together.
Okay.
So the thing I sent you, that Thingonomicon,
Yeah.
is it's like a book of DM like randomized tables for just like random stuff.
Nice.
So like things you find in a crypt or NPCs you find in a town or something like that.
Okay.
And
Nice.
it was just I thought it was neat, and I'm gonna get a hard copy of it. And with that, they sent me a PDF, and
Nice.
I was like, well, I know a DM.
Nice. For anybody else, so I'm gonna be running next weekend a one shot campaign for my daughters and some of their friends.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, cool.
And so I bought like a basically a little kids D&D thing where it's
Sure.
like it basically kind of, I think it all works off of D6s.
Yeah.
So I can, if we want to start like I can start a Google Drive location. I'll put all the stuff that I've purchased out there, or if you guys have PDFs or whatnot.
Oh, cool.
We can combine them
Super.
all into one location. So
Yeah, I'll put
That might
once
be
I
neat.
get my PDF for taverns, I'll put it in there then too.
yeah. So cool. Well, that'll be lots of fun, guys. That's all I got for tonight. Watch for the video tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Like and subscribe. Smash that like button.
I'm
All right, that's what.
I'm gonna be watching my GME
That
stocks
guy.
go through the roof. Is that
Yeah,
what I'm
right.
doing?
I saw those
Oh.
rose 100% again or something.
Yeah, it
100%,
went
and then
from
after
40
hours, they're-
to 90, and if you're looking at the after hour stuff, it hit
It's like
200 at one
170.
point.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
It's
Yeah,
the second squeeze. It's coming.
We're gonna be millionaires.
yeah, right.
You're all going to be millionaires.
I do
Aw.
actually have a couple of
I cut
stocks,
bait.
so-
I took my lumps.
Did you?
Hmm
I sat on it like a fucking idiot, and now I'm
It's coming
actually
back.
Oh.
yeah, I'm gonna
You're
be
back
in
up.
the positives tomorrow for sure.
Just
Nice.
make
You
sure you
guys-
sell it.
You guys all suck.
Take some. Get some out of it,
You
right?
could have bought
From the
Bitcoin,
man.
whatever, 9 months ago too, and
Could have bought
And
Bitcoin in
quintupled
like
your money.
2013.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember when we were talking when Tim had
Tim.
Bitcoin and it was like
Yeah.
hitting like the $16,000?
20. It
Yeah.
hit 20 or something, and then it
Yeah.
crashed.
Yeah.
Yep. What is it at now?
It's like 50 some.
50?
50. Okay.
50,000.
God damn. Son of a bitch. All
I
right.
don't need Bitcoin, but I
It did
own
hit 60
some
for a
related.
short bit.
So,
Below 60.
Cool.
all right.
All
All
right.
right.
Good seeing you
Have a
guys.
good night.
Night for real
Bye.
skis.
See how
Wake up.
Is Colin awake now?
Good night,
Hey,
Colin.
there he
Look how golden he is.
Good night.
Good night,
Yeah,
guys.
good night,
All right,
everybody.
sorry, I
That,
got
that's
3 hours
fine.
of sleep last night.
You didn't miss anything.
Okay. Go to bed,
How's it
man.
going?
We're all good.
Watch the replay.
Yeah,
You missed
sorry.
nothing.
Then I'm not sorry.
Go take your naps.
Go
Good
to
night,
bed,
guys.
guys.
Right.